Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. It's almost Friday. Thank God. Okay. We are here to have a good time. Maybe not a long time, but a good time is always ahead on the corner. Please make sure that you're already liking the video, that you're subscribed to my channel, and comment in the comment section once you pop into the room. Okay. Now I have not been live. What's that? Today Wednesday. I was live on Sunday. We had a good old talk on Sunday, and I told y'all on Sunday, we had that talk. I said ain't much going on. Okay, I probably won't be live on Monday, and then wasn't nothing going on Tuesday. Okay, and technically ain't much going on today, but I still was able to come up with a show. So, okay, nobody say Jaylee been gone for a whole week or two. No, I went up 2 days. Just 2 days, and that's it. Okay. And even though I was just almost taking a little nap and was gonna go to bed, I said, girl, no, go do your show. You can't cancel a live at 9 p.m. So go talk to the people. And it was also weird. YouTube, I have put the live on chat. It's like 34 seconds. Nothing came up. So I don't know what YouTube be doing sometimes, but I can't gauge it. All I can do is come on here and talk to y'all and then get off and go live life. Okay. But again, I hope everyone had a great week and gonna have a great weekend, and let that be that. And if you are watching live, thank you. If you're watching a replay, thank you too. Either way, make sure to hype up the video if you can. Okay. Now I'm here, technically, child. Hey, okay. Again, I was laying down. Okay, I was relaxing after a nice long day of working and dealing with people. My boobs are weird. I'm like, what's going on with your boobs, girl? But again, I was just chilling and relaxing and trying to relax, relate, and release into myself and everyone around me before coming to bother y'all with my foolishness. Okay, I said, girl, get your thumbnail up early so that way can't nobody say we didn't know if you was gonna come on here. Yeah, Okay, so I got a thumbnail up. It got some colors in it, got some peoples around here, and everyone, in my opinion, is acting crazy for some reason or for no reason. We got some lawsuit updates. We got some people coming up out of retirement. We got Jay-Z and them. And I'm so, how will Tory land in jail and sue people? Either way I go, I want to get into the mess, get over the mess. Well, I'm like, it look weird. It's this my hair, and that's the thing. Okay, but hello to those watching so far. If you're in the room, just say hello and whatever. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized the game was on today, and I didn't have no girl. Today is day one. Today is game one of the finals. And I knew, and I also did not know. But again, I'm going to leave it at that because I'm gonna be paying that much. And I said, you can't not be live again, Jaylee. You can't keep doing that because you don't feel like coming to do content. And that's the bad thing about being a YouTuber. It's like if you don't feel like doing content and you come around here and say, I'm gonna take a whole little break, they be like, girl, go do some work. Okay, go do a video. You see, that's why I was relaxing. I was supposed to have my TV on and be watching the game. And I should have went live yesterday and not today. But I'm going to leave that be. As I told y'all, we're not going to be here for a long time. We're going to be here for a little short time. And I'm going to get the things out and let it be. And then folks can watch the replay. Because I said, girl, what are you doing? Hold on, I got to get my screen up because I have to share my screen. Because I also felt like it was a lot of foolishness things going on in the world. And I thought that took up more time than the celebrity things. When I was going through and, saving stuff, I was like, it's a whole bunch of people in the real world acting real dumb. Okay, a whole bunch of foolishness going on. So you need to get into, but I tried to make stuff make sense as much as I could. But again, we shall see. So if you're watching live, thank you. Come on in, and whatnot. And because I'm live today, I probably won't be live tomorrow. It's summertime. It's hot outside. Kids getting out of school. Kids, the parents is out here parlaying and whatever. So I'm like, girl, I want to have fun too. See, tomorrow I probably, but let's come on back and see what's on the channel. Now I want to get into because I feel like it's a lot of crazy things, and I want to touch on a few things. I be seeing stuff on TikTok. and I'll be trying to decipher, should I have a conversation about it? Do I want to cuss people out real loud and proud about things going on, or should I just wait? And I kept seeing stuff about why y'all, this was weird. Now, usually I get a lot of spam calls, right? We get them spam calls, and all of a sudden I am getting no caller ID calls. Who the hell is calling me star 69? Like, why is anybody? I'm like, I've gotten 3 no caller ID calls, and it is so strange. I don't know who it could be. Whoever it is ain't leaving no voicemail, so you don't want to talk to me. Don't be no caller ID in me anyway. Cause I'm like, why got a missed call? I'm like, bitch, I don't know no caller ID person. I don't know who it is. Anyway, let's get back to things. So this story regarding Cyrus Carmack Belton, okay, it happened out in South Carolina. Now, it's a lot of crazy things going on. People are literally getting away with murder. And, this gas station owner, Rick Child, okay, his punk ass son, I think the son name was Andy Child. This happened in 2023, where the 14-year-old Cyrus was in the store, the grocery store, and they thought he stole some bottled water. Thought he stole maybe 4 bottles of water. He did not steal nothing. Okay, he did. He walked in that store. He grabbed 4 bottles. He then put the 4 bottles back and then asked he was about to leave the store. The mama said that it was an Asian mama too. The Asian mama said, "What you got?" He said, "I ain't got nothing." Okay. Then the son chased the son and the daddy and the mama. Followed the little boy out of the store. The son and the daddy chased the boy 130 yards down the parking lot, down the street, through some bushes and all this shit. And the daddy ended up shooting and killing 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. And so the daddy was on trial for murder and got found not guilty. Now, the reason I'm pissed, I'm more pissed at the prosecution, okay, because they had the opportunity to put forth lesser charges just in case the jury did not find him guilty on murder. They could have gave him involuntary manslaughter, which is a lesser charge, but I was upset when they said, yeah, we're not going to, introduce or allow any lesser charges. I'm like, why would y'all do that? Because you should always give the jury options in case they ask, well, it wasn't really murder, but it was, because when we kept, because I was watching the real live feed of the trial, and I saw the son, the punk ass son, okay, the punk ass son, who I wonder if there's any videos of the punk ass son in trial. If I go to the little hashtag thing. So the punk ass son was, let me see if I can, hold on, y'all. Okay. This the punk ass son. Okay. And I got my air conditioner on because I came home and it was warm. Now the punk ass son was on the stand, right? Now the punk ass son was 20 years old when it happened. He's currently 23 years old. Was up there lying through his teeth in the glasses and his little mushroom bob and all that shit.
So I watched a young man come in to the store, and I was stocking things onto the shelf, and so I went to the register, and I hear my mom ask him to leave his backpack at the front of the store, and so he does, and he starts to go around the store, and then I see he goes to the water cooler, and that's when I think he pockets a water. And so he comes to the front, starts coming to the front, and I ask him if there's anything in his pocket, and he says no. My mom, she also asked him, and then I see he turns to both of us, and he tries to show there's nothing in his pocket, but he keeps his hands in the pocket and still like trying to hide something. And so after that, he turns around, he grabs his backpack and walks out the door. And while he's going out the door and both hands are out of the pocket now, I see something heavy just droop down in his hoodie pocket.
Now, they show proof that when the boy came in the store, the same droop was in his hoodie because the boy had a gun. Now, I don't know why the 14-year-old boy had a gun. That ain't my story to tell, okay? Either way it go, his gun ain't had nothing to do with what y'all did, okay? But again, he said, when he left out, I saw a little droop in his pocket. He had that same droop when he came in because the boy had a gun on him.
And so that's when I come around the counter and I call out to him, hey, and he doesn't turn around. He just keeps going. And so I walk to the door, I walk out the door, and I see he turns the corner of the store. And so I walk over to the corner, and then I hear my dad come up behind me, and he calls out, hey, to him. And he turns around and immediately turns back around and starts to sprint away. And that's when I start to run. And before he leaves the parking lot, I see he throws something out to the right. And so I slow down. I slow down for like a second, and I glance back. And I don't see what he threw. I only see trash and litter.
So you was chasing somebody, slowed down, was watching the curb, watching the street, watching the grass. It just don't sound believable.
So I immediately turn back around and continue following him. And so I see he crosses the street, and I go to cross the street, and then I see he trips and falls flat on the grass. And so I was running full speed, so I end up catching up to him. And when I catch up to him, I see something is in his hand. I'm not sure what it is yet. But as he starts to get up, I see that it's a gun, and he points it at me. So I immediately put my hands up. I start to back away from him quickly, and then I yell, "He has a gun!" And then I turn to my dad, who's coming up behind us, and I yell at him again, "He has a gun!" And I'm still backing up, and I watch my dad, and I watch him yell, "Drop it, drop it," and he yells no, and then pulls his gun and fires one shot.
So little punk ass son aggravates my spirit. Okay. Now there was, footage of the boy in the store, and we're not planning on sound on this. And you see the mama watching the boy. He put the water back. Okay, he put the water back. The mama then following him to the thing. That's the son right there. That's the punk ass son. And they're asking him, "Hey, what do you got?" "I ain't got nothing in my goddamn pocket." He leaves out, grabs his backpack, he's leaving. You see again the mama, the son, and the daddy running out. First of all, there ain't nothing in that gas station worth chasing anybody down the street at all. So the crazy part was they chased that boy down the street, around the corner, and all of that over a fucking $1 bottle of water they never stole. I agree, because when I first saw the prosecution saying, "Yeah, we are not trying to get any letter charges," I was like, why would y'all not do that? If you really want justice for the boy, you should want some kind of justice. So, the jury deliberated and found the man not guilty, because if you watch all the footage of the son's testimony, the son is lying. The only facts are the boy did walk in the gas station. He had a gun when he went in there. That was in his pocket. He never pulled it out. It was in his pocket. He went to the cooler, picked up some water, put the water back, was going to leave the gas station, and then was instantly chased by the punk ass son and the punk ass daddy. Okay, little boy ran out of the store. Ran because he was already out the store, walking away slowly. He didn't steal anything. And the punk ass son and the punk ass daddy chased him down. The boy ran so fast, he ran out of shoes, dropped his cell phone, his mama's cell phone. He tripped and fell. And they think when he tripped and fell, the gun fell out. And so as he was getting up from falling, he was picking up the gun that fell out of his pocket. And the part that pissed me off the most was when they showed in this gas station, they have 20 cameras. They have facial recognition software. Posts up all around the gas station are, wall of shame, showing people's picture who came in and stole. And when they asked that little punk ass son, when anyone else was stealing out your authority, did y'all ever chase anyone down because you thought they stole something? They said, well, no. Right. So what do y'all use to do? Oh, we print out the picture. We have the face software. Meaning if someone walked in and they stole it before and the cameras caught their face, when they walk in, the software recognizes them. Y'all have extensive equipment to catch thieves, You have clear pictures of him. You had his cell phone, his shoe. Why the fuck would y'all chase him? So it really angers, it really pisses me the fuck off that the punk ass daddy was found not guilty. Now the gas station they own in South Carolina, child, they didn't beat us no ass. They have been, for sure, reaction to people who are pissed off that he was found not guilty. The mama was in the court. Hold on.
We, the jury, unanimously find the defendant, Chike Rick Chow, as to the charge of murder, not guilty. Fine number 302, four-person, June the 1st, 2026.
That's Cyrus's mom crying in the background. Now, also, Cyrus' mom and the family has a civil lawsuit against the punk-ass daddy and the family, the Shell gas station, and a few others who are all involved. Because, again, the video from your own store shows my son didn't steal shit. My son did not steal anything, and y'all still chased him down around the corner, down the street, through the bushes. Again, 130 yards. Y'all chased him 130 yards down and around and killed him. And, there's like audio of the 911 call. When you hear the son who called 911, you hear there happened to be like a nurse or somebody who was nearby, and they were trying to like save his life. And what I was like, what made me the most unsettled, to the 14-year-old child, scared out of his mind, being chased by two Asian people. Okay, two grown Asian people chasing him through all these things. They then shot and killed him. So he died surrounded by strangers. So that's what made me the most upset. And the fact that I understand how the jury found him not guilty, because that's how white people do. But again, I don't like it at all. And the main point was there was no reason for the mama, the daddy, or the son to even leave the store, because y'all have a whole wall of shame of thieves. Y'all ain't chased no one. So what made y'all want to chase that boy? Again, 14-year-old boy. They kept on bringing him how he was 14 years old. He weighed like 114 pounds. He was only in that store for like 30 seconds to a minute. But y'all chased him down like a dog, shot and killed him, because the son gonna say, well, he pointed a gun at me. If someone wanted to shoot you, wouldn't they shot you the first time at the door? And that was my main aggravation, was when they said, well, I thought he was gonna kill you. If someone has a gun and they want to shoot you, they will shoot you on sight. No one with a gun is running 130 yards away to do anything if they have a gun. Now, again, a 14-year-old should not have a gun. I don't know why, but that don't even matter. That don't even matter. What the point is, y'all chased that boy down over a fucking $1 bottle of water that he never stole. And the defense was, well, he had a gun and he pointed a gun at me. Also, he was shot in his back. So I wish all of the worst for punk ass daddy, for punk ass son, for the punk ass mama. That's his mama leaving the courthouse. I wish all the worst for the child family. Even the mama who, like, anywhere I go and I'm shopping and the owners are watching me, like, why the fuck are you standing behind me watching me shop, bitch? You want to shop for me? So even the fact that the mama stood there watching him, the son watching him, they're watching him in the store.
You have one in your pocket. You have one in your pocket. One in your pocket.
Yeah. Now I don't know why they assumed that boy had water in his pocket.
I don't got no water in my pocket, but I'll show you water.
And when he walked in, the mama told him to take his backpack off and leave the backpack up front, which he did. Here come the daddy, the son, and the mama chasing the 14-year-old boy. Full speed ahead. And I'm like, again, I hope all they rice are soggy. I hope his penis fall off. I hope his prostate just shrivels up and die. And I hope the son never get pussy. I hope all their businesses fail. I hope they get deported. Okay. I just want all the worst to happen to them, because that was a choice. That wasn't maybe, he stole something. That you made a clear, distinct choice to chase somebody because you thought they stole a bottle of water, even though you had 20 different cameras in the store that caught every angle of him, his face, his outfit. Again, you had his shoe. And when the attorney asked him, well, how long were y'all gonna chase him? Your wife went and grabbed the shoe and the cell phone that he dropped. Y'all had his picture, his cell phone. He had clothing of his. Why did y'all keep chasing him all the way down and around? And that's why I was hopeful that he would be found guilty. But a part of me felt like when they said, no, we're not looking to get any lesser charges. And all that means is when the jury goes to deliberate, they may say, we don't think he's guilty of murder, but we do think he's guilty of maybe involuntary manslaughter or something, a lesser charge. When they said we don't want anything lesser, that made me like, okay, they purposefully are trying to say either yes or no. To me, that made me mad. And I just hope, again, anything negative that can happen to Rick Child, his punk ass son, and his punk ass wife, I want it all to happen. I do. To him, the mama, and the son. And the one thing that I loved was after the verdict was read, after the verdict was read, people went to the gas station that they own. And I heard some folks say that they sold the gas station, but I heard some folks say they sold the gas station to like someone they know or whatever, and they make their own a part of it and whatnot. But I'm like, yes, and then we don't support. I'm sorry. This is from when he died back in that's from 2023. But after the verdict, people were at the gas station. The police ended up having to show up because people were like, we're going to look, chitty chitty bang bang. Okay. But there was also another video of people outside protesting. I can't find that one right now. But after the verdict of him being found not guilty, people did show up and there was protesting outside the gas station. And again, I just hope this all the negativity that can be put upon a person, be put upon that punk ass man, his punk ass wife, his punk ass son. And the fact that, again, it's happened 3 years ago. So to me, they had time to rehearse let's just say, yeah, he came in. And even they were talking about how the son looked so innocent on the stand that he tried to portray this, I'm just so demure. I don't know. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? That bullshit. So again, I hope any woman that meets the punk ass son, I hope he meet all women with STDs, the incurable ones. I hope his penis gets all the diseases that it needs to get. I hope the daddies, his prostate falls out, his teeth fall out, All the food is nasty. His gums get real. I want all the bad stuff because it's like you can't get away with murder. And I read somewhere that the daddy had been like accused of killing someone or shooting at someone before. So like he can't. So again, whatever. This gonna sound mean. I don't care. Let the news say in a week or two, or someone set their house on fire and they died. I wouldn't care. Okay, if the news popped up and said, "Oh, some man went over there to the child family house and lit it up, child." I said, "Who? That's a good man, Savannah."
He's a good man, Savannah. A good man.
Whoever go light it up is a good man. Okay, so again, there's a difference between, hey, I really thought my son was in danger from someone shooting him and not defending my son. I get that. However, you can't claim self-defense when you're chasing down someone running away from you that you end up shooting. Because guess what? Your son would not have been in any kind of danger had you and his punk ass not left the store and chased someone down the street, around the corner, through the bushes, into the streets. So I don't care about, I was trying to save my son. Your son wasn't in no danger. Your son, y'all chased someone. And truth be told, if you're chasing me and I'm trying to get away from you and I have a gun on me, I have the right to defend myself, even at 14. Because why the fuck are you chasing me? So it aggravated me a whole lot. Again, the Cyrus's mom and his family, again, has a civil lawsuit. I hope they get all the money. Take all the money. Get all of the child money, they friend monies, they family monies. Put them in the poorhouse. Okay, get their air to deport them to the poorest country somewhere else. Begging and pleading on a sidewalk with a cup and the napkin. Because y'all did not have to chase that boy down. That's what made me mad. Again, I understand a parent thinking had the boy put a gun out in the store and got shot. Hey, that's on that. But if you I get that. I fully would get that. But if the point of the matter was y'all chased him down and around and then shot him down in the streets, that was not self-defense. Because at any point y'all could have stopped. It was a fucking dollar. You thought it was $1 bottle of water. Punk ass childs. But yeah, them people. Now, that's one story I had to get into first, just to get it out the way. Okay, just to get it out the way. Now, I want to get into some other crazy things going on around the world. Okay, that one I had to get into it first to get out the way. Okay, let's go here. Okay, Florida principal placed on leave after parents complained about a Fetty Wap Trap Queen lyric that was attributed to her in the yearbook. Everybody hating. We just follow that. Now, why y'all hating?
A St. Johns County principal put on administrative leave is speaking only to Action News Jax. Chalk Creek Academy principal Katie O'Connell was put on leave May the 20th following an allegation of inappropriate conduct. This after a quote from a rapper, Fetty Wap, made it into the school's yearbook. Now she's lawyered up and giving her side of the story to Action News Jax' Casey Stone.
Since the principal was put on administrative leave, she says that she's experienced a great deal of harassment, including a threat that required her to speak to the sheriff's office. All of this over a quote she says she had nothing to do with. Chalk Creek Academy principal Katie O'Connell has been put on administrative leave following an uproar over this quote in this school's yearbook. It's from rapper Fetty Wap's song Trap Queen and reads, "Everybody hating, we just call them fans though." The quote is attributed to O'Connell, but she says this wasn't her.
I did not put that quote in the yearbook, nor did I approve that quote to be in the yearbook.
Emails from the assistant principal and the yearbook teacher say that when administrators proofread the yearbook the day before submission, the quote was not there. In fact, the assistant principal wrote, had O'Connell approved the quote, she would have used her typical Miss O sign off, not Mrs. O'Connell.
All of my students know I've never been Mrs. O'Connell. I'm Miss O.
The same email says that the quote had made its rounds on a private Facebook group titled Families of Trout Creek.
Now, first of all, I'm confused. Why the fuck do y'all care? That ain't even a bad lyric. If everybody hating, we supposed to call them fans, though. Now, I say parents felt like O'Connell was taking shots at them after they made prior complaints about the school. Bitch, first of all, with all of the things going on in the world, okay, the cost of gas, the cost of food, your punk-ass children being bad, okay, how are y'all up here complaining and fussing about a principal about a quote in the yearbook? I am so confused. I'm like, I thought, was she sucking dick? What?
O'Connell's attorney, Jack Webb, says this has brought the principal a wave of harassment.
We live in the age of social media where this stuff can kind of go viral and get crazy real fast. Some of the people who were screaming about this thing the loudest don't even have children in the school.
O'Connell told us she didn't even know about the quote until someone sent her screenshots from the Facebook group.
Now, first of all, that lady, the girl, because I don't want her to be judged of folks, but she don't even look like she know a Fetty Wap song, for one. And y'all have now removed the lady from her position, okay, for inappropriate conduct. She can't be reappointed in the 2027 school year, okay? She's barred from any school properties.
There were certain parents that went straight to the district or straight to the news or straight to Facebook. None of them even called me.
O'Connell says that she just misses her students.
This student says, thank you for being the most kind-hearted, fun, and most positive principal ever. Thank you, Miss O, for being the kindest, sweetest, funniest principal.
I asked O'Connell if she had a message to the students.
Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
O'Connell,
Bitch, look, first of all, you know how good you have to be at your job and call them out on their bullshit for them to be upset over a quote in the yearbook. That's anyway. She proved a point, honestly, because bitch, I was hating, got me fired. Okay, what we gonna, girl, go do something else. Okay, go do something else. Now, stupidity. A woman pregnant with her sixth child, so she caught her husband of 15 years cheating with a married woman. When you catch your man cheating, what's the point of recording and posting things on social media?
Fucking ass. But you know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm gonna give you my motherfucking problems. Have the nigga, because he's not worth motherfucking keeping. Have him. So I hope you got somewhere for him to stay, because he don't got nowhere to stay no more. Hope you know that. And it's sad as a wife, you cheat on your own fucking husband with another woman's husband, you're both trifling as fuck. Both of y'all. One thing about it, God don't play about me and karma never misses. You're gonna reap what you sow, especially about me.
Now, first of all, that's a Caucasian woman. And the reflection in the mirror look Caucasian to me. Now, my thing is, you're pregnant with your sixth child. Okay, your husband is clearly a cheater. And I feel like complaining to the lady fucking your husband who has her own husband, I don't think she cares about husbands at all. Look, too big. Toes hanging all the girl. I say, girl, put on some different shoes.
So good luck. Your fucking ass. But you know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm gonna give you my motherfucking problems. Have the nigga, because he's not worth motherfucking keeping. Have him. So I hope you got somewhere for him to stay, because he don't got nowhere to stay no more. Hope you know that. And
I feel like the wife gonna take him back, in my opinion, okay? Because if you done, bitch, I don't have time to fuck at you and complain to you about, girl, he ain't shit. If he ain't shit, why you care? And if he ain't shit, then she ain't shit, because she cheating too. There's no point in trying to confront cheaters who cheat. They don't care. Okay? She cheat on her own husband. Now I probably would have said, well, who your husband? I'm going to tell him. Okay, it's weird about me. So again, it says mother of 5, pregnant with a baby, said she would have been in jail had this happened. Not in jail, girl. You have 5 kids. You can't be going to jail. You got kids. She confronts a woman who she says she caught her husband with cheating with. Again, the woman's also married. Kai says there's the woman offering an apology or any sympathy. She was smug, smirking, and shrugging her shoulders. Okay, because bitch, she don't care. She's cheating on her. If she don't respect her own husband, why she gonna respect you? You're not even her wife. We have to stop looking for apologies from strangers who are already fucked up people. Just cuss their ass out and leave it at that. Okay. Now said the video is while it's not on the video, Kai said she actually addressed her husband first the day before. Once you address your husband, what's the point of addressing the other woman? Either way, that's her man, and she gonna stick beside him. I saw this post and was so confused. I was like, did they name it? Did they label it wrong? Okay, it says mother surprises her daughter at graduation with her brother's positive pregnancy. I said, who pregnant? Is the daughter pregnant? Is it incest? What happened?
Give you this, and so he chose today, this moment. He thought that you would appreciate it today. You have to open it.
Bitch, first of all, I said, it's the daughter's graduation. You put the pea stick in a bag to give me as a gift at my graduation party.
We have another grandbaby on the way.
And then the mama said, we have another grandbaby on the way. Bitch, this is my occasion. Okay, fuck them babies. This is my day. And he crying. Do you not want the baby?
A lot of you may not have met Alicia. That's my daughter-in-law. Very sweet young lady. We're blessed to have her in our life.
Not a Caucasian girl. So you interrupted my black celebration of my black excellence of my black graduation to let me know my brother white girlfriend is pregnant. And then had the camera pan. Okay.
Grandpa, me, thank you all again for coming.
Bitch, now what? So now nothing is about me and my graduation, me and my open house, me and my celebration. You had a great.
Thank you all for coming out. I really appreciate it. I'm very shy, so this means a lot to me, seeing everyone. I was trying to speak to everyone without getting nervous, but I really do appreciate you all.
So you called me up to the front, and you know I'm shy, to give me a pregnancy test from my brother's girlfriend. I don't want to touch that bitch pissy stick. Okay, we have the mama said we have another grandbaby on the way, meaning that boy got other children. Okay, now he is emotional because he probably like, another mouth to feed, child. But I am confused on why anyone would interrupt someone's graduation open house event to announce that somebody else is pregnant. Now, if the daughter was pregnant and was announcing her pregnancy, that's fine by me. But bitch, why is my brother knocking up his girlfriend being brought up here? For what? Where my graduation gift at? My gift is a stick, a pea? Oh, what? The mama ain't shit. The daddy ain't shit. The brother ain't shit. The baby mama ain't shit. Ain't no look. I wish anyone would have announced anything at DJ's open house. I would have knocked over tables and knocked over heads because it's like you should never take the attention off the graduate. It's a graduation party. And they put it in a gift bag.
Appreciate it today. You have to open it.
With gift paper. With a card. And a pregnancy test. Now, let's say the brother and sister are very close, okay? And the sister really badly wants to be an auntie, okay? Really badly wants to be, because I love being a TT. I love my nephew to death. I fully get it. However, when the mama said we have another grandbaby on the way, meaning that ain't his first baby. And you don't have to give me being an auntie at my open house, my graduation. And why did y'all give me the piece, bitch? Give me the ultrasound. Give me get me a t-shirt that says you're going to be an auntie. Okay, make it be an actual gift for me. Okay, give me a keychain and say TT. Okay, give me a picture frame that say best auntie ever. And there are many ways to give someone the information that they're going to be, ta-da, a new auntie. But bitch, if I'm an auntie time 3, fuck the fourth baby. Love it, but fuck the fourth baby. I will be pissed at my mama, my daddy for allowing it to happen, and my brother forget. Because who said, yeah, keep the pea stick for your sister? Okay. Keep the piece stick. Your sister gotta get the piece stick. Girl, I would have threw that back. I would have stuck that damn piece stick in that boy's mouth. Because why the fuck would you do that? Okay. Speaking of why the fucks, now look, crash cars is crazy. Okay. But Ren Cameron be catching all the good shit. I have rewatched this car crash a few times, mainly because one of the car, the way the guy jumped out, cussing and fussing. I was like, what's going on?
Hey, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh, are you okay? What's wrong? Why?
Because I said, oh my God, is someone screaming because they're in pain? And I said, no, he's upset.
Hello? Hello?
So 2 cars collide, hit a house. But the way that boy jumped about that red van pissed the fuck off.
Hey, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh, are you okay? What's wrong? Why? Hello? Hello? Hey, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I would not even have child. I don't know what to do. Because I'll be like, oh my God, what's going on? I don't know what happened.
Yes, we have new video. Wow, that came at you fast, huh? That surveillance video showing the moment a car slammed into a house in Richmond Heights. Julie Bagg is joining us live from the...
And he jumped out, so I'm like, sir, are you okay? Are you okay, sir? What have you heard? And you don't even know what's going on.
Julia, that video is wild to see. Tell us about the injuries.
Yeah, not only the sights, but the sounds, Shelley. And we know at least one person landed in the hospital in critical condition. Take a look at what's missing here this afternoon. And that's a large piece of fence that once bordered the front yard. And then look beyond that to the front door that is actually jammed shut right now because of the impact. And just on the other side of it, that's where an 84-year-old woman was sitting at the time of the crash. A crash sends a car and a minivan blasting through a fence and into a Richmond Heights home.
What's wrong with you? Oh!
While one man stepped out of the minivan screaming, a woman in the other car had to be dragged out of the wreckage. Inside the home, Errol Gunter's mother. Yes, we have new room.
My mom was sitting right there behind the door.
Bitch, I'm suing everybody. Okay, I'm suing both cars. I'm suing the gray car. I'm suing the red car. I'm suing the guy who jumped out. I'm suing y'all that hit my house. Y'all didn't hit my house.
Miami-Dade deputies say the crash happened around 7 o'clock last night at Monroe Street and Douglas Drive. Gunter got a phone call from his sister about what happened and rushed to check on their mother. But the front door was jammed shut. The crash left a gaping hole and cracks in the front wall of the house.
I'm like, the first thing I did was run we can't go to the front door. So I run to the back to see if my mom was okay. God is good. God is good. Because it could have been worse.
While his mom was okay, rescuers showed up and tended to the drivers and passengers who ended up in the front yard. Paramedics carried away a woman Gunter said had been riding in the front seat of the sedan.
Because she didn't hit a goddamn house. Look, I think that's why so many people say sometimes they don't like living in residential areas or on that corner. Because if a car crashed into your house, it's like you can't even do shit. But I promise y'all, the first time I seen it, because the boy jumped out so fast, I was like, is he okay?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh!
Child done ran over. Girl, what if they would have shot you? What do you do, girl? Because the two times I was in the car accident, I was so this girl, I was all over the place. I wasn't cussing anyone out this shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So the fact that he jumped out, what's wrong with you? That probably mean they hit him, he pissed the fuck off. And let's hope they got insurance. Anyway, y'all get y'all insurance together. Get your insurance together. Drive safe, because if you hit somebody's car, they may come and try to beat you up. Because he was like, was he wanting to fight? Okay, did she go too far? Chicago graduate says the school withheld her diploma after she did a split on stage. Now, first of all, ma'am, I need people to understand. There is a difference between doing a split and an ass bounce, okay? That lady did more than just a split.
That's too much. See how long the dress and everything is? She covered.
Meet Tyvion. She did a split and she bounced her booty on the ground like a stripper.
Campbell. I will be attending Georgia State University this fall.
She says she'd been telling friends, family, and even classmates for weeks that for graduation at Chicago Tech Academy High School, her exit was going
high school graduation
to be memorable.
Yes, I gave many warnings. I told my friends, family, and I told my peers, my teachers, I said I'm going to do a split on stage, but no one took me serious. And when I did it, everyone was shocked.
She followed through. After walking across the stage at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, Campbell waved to the crowd, dropped it into a split with a dance move, popped back up to accept her diploma, except it never came.
I did a pretty princess wave, did my split, got back up, and I tried to reach for my diploma, and I didn't get it. And I was confused at first. I thought they mixed up my name.
Video of the moment shows Campbell looking back towards school officials as the audience cheered.
The principal telling her, now don't give her nothing. Mm-hmm. She looked around her, don't give her nothing.
Go on.
And don't give her, so she make her walk off. No, she didn't hand it to her. Tyvion. That's too much. See how long the dress and everything is? She covered.
I blame my mama. I blame her mama because there is a difference between doing a little split and getting back up and doing deuces and getting diploma. You dropped down in the split, twerked and shook your ass, double, 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 double. You did pop back up. Okay. That's not, I'm not judging nobody. However, no one should do a split in a booty pop at their high school graduation. Okay. Yes, girl, get your diploma and then do that on the ground down there in front of the people over there. But you getting up on, first of all, getting up on stage and dropping down in the split and doing a booty little pump, that's what strippers do. And we love strippers. We love strippers. Band will make her dance, but I don't understand, okay, why any high school person would think I can go around here and drop into a split, okay, drop and do a split, and it's cool. I told them, I warned them, that don't matter. And anyone she told, hey, I'm gonna do a split at the thing. Anyone that did not say don't do no split, don't do no split, okay? Or if you do a split, don't bounce your booty. Don't bounce your booty. Doing a split on stage don't make no sense to me at graduation, you know? And that's the young kids, okay? The young kids be on some bullshit. What is you doing? I'm not gonna wait, girl. I talk about it. Also, don't talk about it, be about it. Okay, but be about it at the right time. There's a time and a place to do a split and bounce your booty at the after party, outside when some music is playing, when you were supposed to be dancing. The point of graduation is walking across the stage to get your diploma, and you can celebrate. Okay, do a Tootsie Roll, do the butterfly, okay, do the MC Hammer, but no one should be out here dropping it low, bouncing it hard, okay? You put your coochie on the stage. You put your coochie on the stage. That's what you did. You put your coochie on the stage, bounce your booty, and you should not have done that. So I just need her mama, and whoever else is upset at her not getting a diploma. She wasn't supposed to, because she should have never did that on the stage at all. Okay, so I don't feel bad. Now again, she did not get a diploma. Okay, and she should not. It says some people believe graduation ceremony should remain formal and that students should not follow, and students should follow the school's expectations. When I graduated high school again 26 years ago, we were like, you walk across the stage. You can celebrate, but it wasn't about making no big grand whatever at all. You know, and I do think students should be allowed to self-express, but you have to be able to self-express in an appropriate way. Okay, and breaking it down in a split, in a booty pump, in a coochie hump in the flow is not appropriate at a high school at any graduation, unless it's a graduation from bartender to stripper at the Magic City Strip Club. Now, I don't know if they can withhold her diploma entirely. I think they maybe just withheld it, like, hey, you can't get it today. Okay. It says, according to, is it Travion Campbell? She crossed the stage, waved to the crowd, dropped into a split, bounced her booty, and then realized, hey, I didn't get my diploma. She did say she claimed she was told, after being put aside after the ceremony, that she would have to find a way to make amends before receiving her diploma. You, girl, what you going to do in school? Okay, I stand beside my decision, and I'm looking to go to college. She's 18 years old, have a 3 PA. She's going to Georgia State in the fall, and she's going to study business administration. Girl, You can't do none of that shit in the office. Okay? None of that shit. You can. There's no office that you can go to where you can do a split and a booty bounce. Okay? So I just hope you know that while you're in college getting the business administration business admin diploma, you can't do that shit in college. Girl, anyway, just stupidness. Dumbness. Okay? Child, they scamming people. Houston man accused of selling fake disabled parking placards for $150 each in illegal social media. Now, why you selling fake handicap placards?
Disabled parking placard scheme that could result in more arrests.
Yeah, that includes anyone who may have bought those placards online in order to get better parking or to avoid parking fees.
Jason Miles, he is live in the Galleria area with more on this scheme for us. Jason.
Well, as you guys know, spaces like this behind me are meant for people with real disabilities, and they're among those upset about this alleged scheme. Georgette Mishku of Houston says daily errands would be virtually impossible without designated parking for those with disabilities like her.
To be close in is important. It's helpful. Otherwise, I couldn't do it if I wasn't closer in.
But the Harris County Precinct 1 Constable's Office says people without actual disabilities may have bought parking placards like these recovered in an undercover sting.
You know, I have a family member who relies on handicap parking. She's in a wheelchair. And so it was very personal.
Do different states have different placards? But I feel like those look fake. But maybe the ones in Michigan look different.
To me.
Constable Alan Rosen shared this video with us of 28-year-old suspect David Brown, who was arrested Monday and charged with tampering with a government record with intent to defraud.
David Brown, please stand.
He's accused of selling official disability parking placards, which are free for those who qualify, for $150 on social media.
Not only...
Now why? First of all, anybody willing to pay $150 for it is stupid. Okay. Secondary, I feel like, oh, it's a Texas. Because I'm like, ours here in Michigan look different. Insurance by Grace. Insurance by Grace was giving everybody the insurance they needed to get a tag. And I think that she also went to jail. Insurance by Grace here, she was on 7 Mile. It was all over the news. It was all over that, but that's my chance for my life. Okay, that had to be around. It says 20. What is this? 2026. That had like maybe 2010, or she was arrested sometime in the 2010s.
Was the individual selling them charged with a crime, but the people that have these, that are using these, that purchase these from him, are also subject to arrest as well.
Investigators are still working to determine exactly how Brown may have gotten actual placards in the first place, but allegations against him include adding driver's license numbers and other details to make them appear legitimate when seen in a disabled parking spot.
They're doing it for convenience. They're doing it to avoid paying parking. Whatever the case may be, it's wrong.
And a potential burden to those who really need disabled parking.
I don't.
What a sound with?
A disabled parking.
That's all it went. Look, I don't know why anybody is. Look, people be scamming all kind of ways. He probably knows somebody at the local. You know, we call it the Secretary of State. We don't call it the DMV here. He probably knows somebody at the Secretary of State, and either got some extras or he saw one. Yeah, he probably saw one and made them. Child, if they can make fake guns, they can damn sure make fake handicap parking placards. Okay. Now again, I feel like he probably knows somebody at a Secretary of State. Say, hey, give me a little stack of them. I'm gonna sell them for $150. I give you $25 per thing. It has to be a scheme that Todd set up to bring the bullshit. Okay, it said authorities warned that individual was caught using the illegally obtained disabled parking placards could face legal consequences, including a misdemeanor charge. They may carry fine, jail time, or community service. What is y'all doing? Now the man was released on $10,000 bond. Child, Y'all gotta stop doing illegal things. I always tell y'all in 2020, to this day and age, you can't get away with nothing at all. And every scheme, and also this, when you are getting away with a scheme, you have to eventually know when to give it up. Because I'm like, because if they look real, and they're actual placards, I'm wondering how did the police figure out, hey, someone is doing, have these legal things, which probably means somebody snitched. And he was charged with tampering with government records after they alleged he sold, the fake ones for $150 each. But I'm like, who told? How? Because that's something where someone had to say, hey, I bought a fake placard. You want one too? And they say, what? What? I'm a tell. Okay. Look, the thing about the insurance that was happening here in Michigan. There were two things happening here in Michigan with insurance. You had Insurance by Grace, who was giving fake insurance for people to get their tag for their car. And her thing was, you come to me, pay. I think at that point you paid her maybe $50. Again, this was years ago. I think I paid $50, and you had to go to the Secretary of State that day. Because if the insurance became active that day, it isn't in the system yet. And that was her thing, because they couldn't check it. But you had a sticker. And so, boom, you get your insurance. It was that one thing. But then also, like LA Insurance had a thing to where you can get a 7-day policy, because they knew some people only wanted insurance to get their tags and then the rest of it. So people always find a way to make some money in the scheme. A scheme that Todd always set up to bring us the bullshit, child. Long Island Healthcare Agency comes in fire after claiming a dementia patient was partially responsible for unattended murder that was carried out by one of their aides. Now, first of all, if one of your aides almost killed me, bitch, I'm suing all of y'all. Okay? A Long Island home healthcare agency is facing scrutiny after claiming that an 84-year-old patient, a dementia patient, was partially responsible for injury she suffered during an alleged attempted murder carried out by one of the aides. Since per new file documents, Hicksville-based nonprofit aides at home argued that Wendy Wilson's injuries were caused in whole or in part by her own actions and not by any negligence or part of the agency. But your worker tried to kill me. They said she suffered from dementia. Okay, was reportedly asleep when the attack began. Footage showed the home health aide, 23-year-old Amanda Frazier, holding an 8-inch chef's knife. Okay, in Wilson's body for approximately 16 minutes, while whispering to the elderly woman, "Just let go." Let go of what? Bitch, I'm alive. The footage also captured Frazier demanding that Wilson look her in the eyes as she screamed in pain. Thankfully, Wilson did not die from her injuries. Frazier allegedly removed the knife from her torso for the scene, leaving the elderly woman severely wounded and bleeding, meaning she stabbed the lady. Okay. Stabbed the lady. Okay. She remained undetected for several hours until the concerned loved one requested a welfare check. It came to the house upon her barely alive. But did she live, child? She lived. They arrested the lady, but how can you say when your worker tried to kill me is my fault? Bitch, why do you what do you mean? First of all, any agency that says, hey, you got dementia and you 84, but it's your fault too. No, it's no one's fault if your worker stabs me. Okay, it's only your fault. Crazy bitch. Also, y'all can't be having all these workers at the house, y'all. Sometimes they crazy as hell. One last one. I've seen this. Now, I don't watch Love Island. I've never watched Love Island. But I've heard about the show. And a mayor called out a former officer who quit his job to join Love Island. Now that's the man in his Love Island, smile or whatever. That's the man in his police uniform. Handsome young man. And the mayor, yes, the mayor, okay, Easton Mayor J. William Reynolds said our police department spent a lot of time training, and we paid thousands of taxpayer dollars to send him to police academy. We're disappointed that he left us. He left, as we now have another vacancy in our department that is impossible to fill until next year. I never thought I'd see the day in America where reality show participation wins out over being a cop. First of all, sir, fuck you. Okay. I could die at that job. Okay. I could be killed, murdered, maimed at that job. Why are you upset about me leaving? I don't have to stay at that job if I don't want to. And maybe I only got this job because I had nothing else going on, but I can be on Love Island. Okay. I can be on Love Island. Now, because they just recently announced the cast of season 8. Contestant Sean is a rifle. A Pennsylvania native who joined the Bethlehem Police Department last year. He says, I'm not a model, not an actor. I'm a police officer, actually. You could be having the worst day of your life, and I'll just help you shift through that, okay? And the fucking mayor gonna say, he left us. We spent all this money, and he left us. His mama said, bitch, hold up. His mama said, not on my baby, not on my watch, ho. Okay. When his mama saw what was posted about her son, she said, hold up, this is Sean's mama. Okay. The statements made by these officials are disappointing, and they missed a huge opportunity to make a positive impact. They did not spend taxpayer dollars to send him to a full academy. He came with 4 years of experience from Northern Cal, where he was a sheriff deputy. Okay. Contra Costa County Sheriff Department paid for him to attend a full academy, meaning big not y'all. Okay. Yes, they spent some, but they are making statements that did not tell the full story. I also think it's interesting that they say he resigned because he was told to put in for leave before going to the show. And then after arriving in Fiji, his leave was denied. I think when the mayor or anyone is speaking on something, especially something about another person, it's important to share all the facts. I stand with my son. Okay, I support him fully, and I am proud of him. First of all, what that means is he gonna get all the attention now. He gonna get all the attention now because he's a handsome young man. Okay, he seems like he's baby young, like maybe in his 20s or whatever, and he's a cop. So he's probably strong as well, got some little buffs or whatever. But the fact that the mayor spoke out and kind of lied a little bit, okay, say he resigned. Because if I ask y'all, hey, I need to take a leave, and y'all say, hey, okay, yeah, submit your leave, and y'all didn't deny my leave, well, y'all fired me. You fired me. But you now put me on the map because why? Everyone will be talking about the cop who went on the show for a good time, thought he can come back to work after the fact. He is now fired, and now what? He's gonna be popular somewhere else. And y'all know these Love Island shows or whatever, they end up going to other shows to make money. So the Love Island, the Challenge. Okay, Survivor, Traders, all that shit. So y'all made them more popular. But again, I hope good things happen all the way around. I think what is y'all opinion on this? Let me know what y'all think. Okay, a man is being released from prison. Okay, on his birthday, and the family roll up crying. Oh. Junebug just died. Now, do y'all think when you are picking someone up from prison and y'all have some bad news, should you tell them at the gate?
Nelly! Nelly!
No.
Get it, man. Give me some love.
Radio.
What's up, boy? You looking good. Right? No, you do, man. Hey, we love you to death, man. But we got some bad news for you.
Right. Radio. Your man just died.
Child, why you finna run away?
I don't. They just called. Bro. Bro.
Today?
Like fucking, we had to pull over on the highways like this 25 minutes ago. They just called. Right after you hung up.
Now, I'm gonna say this, okay? There is no right way, right time to tell anyone that someone died. However, one, I don't know why this ever got posted to social media. That's one. Two, get me in the car. Okay, get me away from the gates. Okay, get me away from the barbed wire. Okay. Let me at least get a good, 2-3 minutes out, but I'm fresh out of prison and y'all is telling me in my prison whites, apparently on my birthday, that my brother dead. Now I just, a part of me felt like, wait, also don't tell me on camera, don't then post the reaction on social media, and if y'all know y'all coming to pick me up from prison, because let's say by chance they were live streaming the welcome home prison excursion, you know what I'm saying? Why you live streaming someone's prison return when someone has died? No one you to tell them, hey, someone's dead. Because my thing is, I don't want it on camera, me finding out my brother dead. I don't want that on camera. I don't want to relive that memory. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like anytime I've been told that someone has died, I have no recollection of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because who want to have this a whole memory video of, hey, y'all out of prison, your brother dead, just died just 30 minutes ago. Okay. And I get they called and told the family that so-and-so dead, cool. And I get they want to tell Lil Pookie that so-and-so dead, okay? But I feel like don't record that shit. Because who gonna watch it and being entertained? And the way I'm not gonna be running away.
I don't. They just call.
He first of all, I don't know how long that man was in prison, but they always say that when you are in prison and you get out of prison, it's a whole, you have to get you have to reset yourself to the real world. That man's still in prison thought. That man is still in prison thoughts. It's his birthday. He freaked out of prison. He got some new twist in his hair. Okay, his outfit real white. He was gonna celebrate. He can't now because y'all done told that man on the prison stairs. Okay, right outside. Child, it should not be barbed wire in the video of me being told my brother dead. Now I'm not. Why would y'all do that, girl? May the brother rest in peace. But again, time and place, child. Time and place. I think that's all of my random shit. Okay, y'all take a little second. You know what I'm saying? Like the video. We're gonna get into the celebrity news and whatnot. But y'all take a good little minute. Okay, like it. Missy, I was just thinking the other day, I should have a Bishop Robbery watch along flashback video of one of his old rants and have a good old kiki with y'all. We used to get damn juice just spilled. I said because we used to get into the foolishness with Bishop Robbery. Okay. And sometimes I might just pull up one of his old lives and his old rants, and we just watching him reminisce in the bullshit, okay? Because he was a fool and whatnot, okay? But let's get to some celebrity foolishness. Now, where I want to look, I made the thumbnail, and I tried to include all the little things we're gonna get into, okay? But let's hope I don't forget nothing. Let's hope I don't forget nothing, okay? Let me scroll because I was trying to say stuff in the right way and I couldn't say. Or let's start here, okay? This is some bullshit, okay? You know, this is how STDs be going around because Blueface said he don't get his dick checked, okay? He let his girlfriend get it out, and that's how, first of all, that ain't even how it works, okay? That's not even how it works.
They said, when's the last time you been to the doctor? Y'all do know I go to the doctor, right? This man don't have nothing.
Yeah, she goes to the doctor for both of us.
The fact that he only thinks about STD, not cancer, not just any ailment of the body that he could possibly have that won't come up in her test. So what if your prostate is swollen and gonna fall out? And what kind of woman wants to be with a man who say, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go to the doctor. I'm gonna let you go. Get your cootie checked, and then that'll let me know how my penis is."
Like when she go in and she come back and say it's clear, that means I'm good. I don't even gotta go get checked up. Maybe set up.
They said, when's the last time you been to the doctor? Y'all do know I go to the doctor, right? This man don't have nothing.
Yeah, she goes to the doctor for both of us.
That's so nasty. That's, you know what? Because this is my thing. Everyone should be aware of their own status, of their own body. You know, I feel like everybody should go, like women, we should go, you know, see our OBGYN or whatever every 6 months to a year. Okay. If you being real, a regular follow-up should be every 6 months to a year. Get your coochie checked out. And that's it. But I feel like men who don't go to the doctor should burn in hell. You know what I'm saying? Because that is, and then that's the hard part. You know what? That's the hard part about dating. It's like once you are used to knowing your partner is clean and y'all can have real dirty sex or whatever because y'all both go get checked out or whatever, you then have to get all new checkouts with a whole. I'm like, man, I can't be dirty with you because I don't know your status. And then if you go every 6 months, right, and you sleep with him, he gives you gonorrhea, okay? But you don't know you got it until you go back to the doctor, okay? And now your coochie itching and scratching or whatever, I don't know the symptoms of what gonorrhea is, but because you did not require him to keep his dick clean, now you're dirty. That's what's crazy. That's what's insane. And there are some, I believe they say there are some diseases that will stay like dormant or like not dormant. But yeah, like dormant, and you might not even know. So the fact that means that man don't get a dick checked. He's dirty. Okay, he's dirty. Anywhere I go, he's dirty and it's nasty. I would not want to be the man who don't want to make sure is your blood pressure okay? Okay, you have the sugars. How your heart? Okay, is you okay? He doing no drugs and drink, girl. Anyway, I just need people to know: don't date stupid people. It will make your coochie fall off. Okay, and that's what you don't want to happen. You do not want that to happen. We're gonna say congrats to Russell Wilson. Okay, he confirmed he is officially retiring from the NFL. He did a whole little goodbye video, saying, thank you to football, number 3. Okay. He thanked all the coaches, his wife, the kids, the fans, and all of that shit. It was real nice. It was real cute.
But somewhere along the way, my love for football turned into more than just passion. It was an obsession. You've been my joy, my peace, my safe place. You taught me discipline, faith, and resilience. How to keep believing no matter the circumstances.
Now, I feel like Russell Wilson is a player I only know because he's been to Sierra. But since he's been with Sierra and he's been on my radar, I have never heard anything negative about him. I've only heard positive things, how great of a person he is, how, and all these things. And, him being able to retire, he's also going to be a, is it the sportscaster with CBS for sports and whatnot?
You've given me purpose and opportunity to inspire others and create change, to continue to evolve the game, not just for me, but for the next generation of ballers. You've also given me the greatest gift of all, family. To every coach who believed in me, you helped shape me into the man I am today.
Now, I kept giggling in my head because I was like, when he was drafted, there's that picture of him, that video of him and his then girlfriend, the white lady he used to be with. And I'm like, he couldn't put that in here. Again, that's also why sometimes you can't have your person in your picture because it may not work out later on, okay? But Russell Wilson has always come off. And I don't mean come off because of what he say. I mean everyone around him, everyone who is either worked with him or whatever, they have always spoke so highly of him and how he operates. And that's what's great. You know what I'm saying?
Privilege of sharing the locker room with. Thank you for the sacrifices, the brotherhood, the memories. None of this is possible without you. To every fan who supported me, through the highs and the lows, your belief, your energy, and your passion meant
he be running and losing, Jay. Be winning and losing.
More than you'll ever know. To Seattle, you raised me. Not just all the wins and crazy loud games, but also the forever memories after we won the Super Bowl.
Your Seahawks!
And what year did they win? I forgot what year they won.
Super Bowl 48 champion!
But even more important, the kids at Seattle Children's Hospital, you gave me hope and belief in a better tomorrow.
I honestly, I feel like Sierra helped him, and it's gonna sound weird. Sierra helped him be more Black. I feel like once he got with Sierra, he just fully tapped in to who he was supposed to be. He fully tapped in to his potential. He fully tapped into himself as a grown-ass Black man in America.
And hopefully, I did the same for you.
This is actually happening. This is awesome.
This is awesome. To our 4 beautiful babies.
The babies.
I hope I'm able to give you what my father gave me. That feeling, that dream for greatness, that belief to look at yourself no matter what the world says and still say, why not you? There will be moments in life where people tell you you're too small, too different.
Because Russell Wilson from back in the day to who he is now, he is different now.
Just simply not enough. Don't let others cast their fears of greatness upon you. Keep your faith strong. Keep your heart strong. Wake up every day believing you can do great things. Because greatness is already inside of you.
Amen.
As I enter this next chapter with CBS Sports and the NFL today,
So again, that was him announcing again his retirement, but also him going to NFL Sports Today to do what they do.
so blessed to continue doing what I love most, being around the greatest game in the world.
My dad always told me, accelerate to the sideline.
Dad, I thank you. I thank you for showing me what is possible. I thank you, Mom, for your unconditional love.
You better thank your black parents. Yeah, thank your mama, your daddy.
I thank you, Harry and Anna, for your unwavering support.
You better thank your... I forgot he had siblings.
And I thank you, C.
You better thank that wife. You better thank Sierra, because again, no T, no J. Him is always there, because him doesn't like when sports and entertainment intertwine. He like his sports is separate from entertainment. So some players I only know because they're attached to an artist or whatever. So again, I only know him because him and Sierra got together and they've been, together, married, all those things. But again, I feel like once they got together, they both matured and evolved separately, but also collectively, in my opinion.
I thank you, Sierra, for being my greatest blessing, my best friend, and my partner through it all. None of this journey called life would have been the same without you. I thank you, football. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I am forever grateful. Love, 3.
Oh, not again. He's gonna be retired. He played 14 seasons, 14 years, or whatever. So again, I appreciate being able to see someone go out on top. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no scandal, ain't no extra babies, ain't no hidden baby mamas, ain't no, as far as we know, child, ain't no hidden abuse allegations, okay? And again, we've only heard the best about him, his philanthropy, child. First of all, seeing him with Future, Lil Future, the baby. We have seen, go to this page, we have seen, their family evolve. He got with Sierra. Baby Future was like a baby, he was a baby. Him and Sierra got together, roughly, not right after, but I think Baby Future was maybe 2 at the most. So he's, helped raise that boy. And because I have seen, videos and just stuff of him right here, teaching him how to play baseball, football, all the things, like being an active parent. I'm seeing him being an active parent and engaging with all of the kids and making sure, hey, I may be a huge superstar in my own right, and their mom is too. However, I'm a dad at the same time. And seeing him put forth the effort to help mold Baby Future, but also there are, because it was the Future, Sienna, Win, and Amore. The use of 4, okay? And I'm big on probably make that fit, baby. But again, seeing him be a family man, and again, we heard not had no hair, okay, of nothing going on. And I'm a hope and pray it stays that way. And sometimes, people can be a good man so they can whatever. So again, congrats to, okay, Russell Wilson, okay, on his retirement, and also him going to be on CBS Sports to be a sports analyst, okay, from one job to the next. Child, not tell Travis got with Tay Swift, and look, Travis almost could have won, okay, and now he just out there, child, with that white lady, and we don't care. She can have it. Okay, but again, congrats to him. Again, 14 seasons is a whole long time. And again, he's going to be a sports analyst for the next football. And I think that's what some athletes would want. You know what I'm saying? Is to continue on in the field. You know what I'm saying? In the field means you may not be on the field, but you're in the field. Okay. So congrats to him and whatnot. Now, hold on, sad news, people Bryson. First of all, I handle most tragedy that's not in my own life. Okay. With celebrity shit or whatever, I crack jokes. And when him text me about people Bryson passed away, I started telling jokes because that's what I do. But People Bryson is a legendary voice. For my 8th grade graduation, they sang A Whole New World at our graduation. Child had us boo crying. Me and Carla was crying so bad, and then we was not going to the same high school. But Peebo, okay, let me Google it. Peebo Bryson. Drama. I just want because some of his songs, child. Okay. But I was texting him because when artists pass away, him be all child. He like the music. But I'm an asshole, so I'm a crack jokes. I know what's going on. And he was not for my shenanigans, and I posted it on my IG. But I was like, yeah, tonight him and Everybody Flat will celebrate their love together. He out here stopping the rain with his death. Now that he's gone, it's a whole new world. And I'm like, because all I got is jokes. I don't have other jokes, okay? But Peebo Bryson was 75 years old. He had suffered a stroke a few days ago. And he had also had a heart attack back in 2019. With the stroke he had a few days ago, he succumbed to the stroke. He was surrounded by family and friends when he passed away. And it's still because he's 75 years old, but still young. That's a young old man or whatever. And I believe he was going to be going out touring later this year. Because life. And it's still, and I saw somebody make a post saying, "Oh, BT and so and all, and these entities need to do a better job at celebrating the legends we still have here." And I thought, well, that's true. So he was still singing. But again, to me, because I also said to him, I said he was 75. He was born in the I'm so stupid. I said he was 75. He was born in the mid 1900s and lived a good life into the 2000s. Everyone would have great memories based on his songs. I'm saying, and I said, we can't make, what did I say? Oh, we can't be mad at him for reaching for the sky. I kept using his songs in my comments. I believe those are his kids. I believe so. But yeah, 75 is a fulfilling life. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't like I was like, People Rising. Again, his duet with Celine Dion for Beauty and the Beast. Won a Grammy for Best Pop Performance by duo. He also did A Whole New World from Aladdin. And again, that song we did at my 8th grade graduation. But again, he had tons. And like just try to go on your whatever. I have title. Go to your streaming things and just listen to his music. Child, if I could play it, I would, but I can't. Okay, I can't. I would get flagged. He had a younger wife. You know what I'm saying? Because he was born in when was he born, child? He was born in 51. His wife was born in the 8. He had just a younger wife. It happens in life and whatever. But again, I was like, I love it when someone lives to be in their 70s. They lived a long, full life. And the memories and the thoughts that people have of those individuals are very positive in nature. And, again, when R. Kelly go, child, it's gonna be some foolishness. When you said so, we have other artists who've been around for years. When they go, we're gonna have to have conversation about other things. When Bill Cosby go, as great as we love the Cosby Show, I'm saying I don't recall of any negativity with people pricing. I think he still had that voice. It was great. But again, we wish, condolences to his family. You know what I'm saying? We wish them, peace and y'all said peace and happy child. Peaceful thoughts and just grief. Child's a lot going on. Okay. But again, I was like, yeah, people, but he was 75 years old. He had just turned 75 back in April. So may he rest in peace. And again, y'all go play that man's stuff so his wife and kids can get the monies. Okay. Now let's move on from that to who I want to get to next. Well, this is a few things. ASAP Rocky was speaking on the shooting that happened at him and Rihanna's house. That lady came over there and it was Bitty Bitty Bon Bon. And ASAP Rocky was on an interview with Vibe magazine. And he reflected on the terrifying ordeal that it says. And he said it was fucked up. Somebody attempted at harming me and my family. It took away a lot of peace and happiness of being able to just be free. I don't want to be robbed of my peace and joy. And the reason I was like, I wanted to speak on this because, for most of us, our home is our sanctuary. It's our safe space. So no one ever wants to feel like, damn, I don't feel safe in my home anymore because some fool that came around here and was Bitty Bitty Bon Bon or whatever. And then trying to pow. And, him saying like this, the whole ordeal robbed them of peace and joy at their house. Because some crazy bitch came around there with a pop and want to pop people. I'm hoping him and Rihanna, to me, I feel like crazy people will always find you if they're crazy enough to find you. There is no amount of protection that some crazy people won't find their way through. All you can really do is try your best to protect yourself. That's why I'm a very private person. When I tell y'all, there's not many people know where I stay. I can count on my hand, okay? Because you never want strangers to come and ruin your peace. And I'm a regular person. I can't imagine being a celebrity and having to deal with thousands and millions of people who want to come get at you for good or bad reasons. Because sometimes your peace being ruined just means that someone wants to bother you at home when you're at work. Okay. And I was just talking to one of my employees and who was going on vacation for a couple of days. And she was like, I'll have my phone. I was like, girl, no. I said, when you were, I said, I don't know how your past person handled you. I don't call my employees when they're on vacation. I said, unless I'm calling them to say, hey, the building burned down, don't come in on Monday. That's the only reason I would contact you when you're on vacation. I'm not, because don't contact me when I ain't there. If I'm on vacation, if I'm at home, don't come calling me, bitch. Don't come bothering me unless it's a situation I have to know. So the same goes for celebrities. You know what? If they're not on stage or they're not, performing somewhere, they should not be expected to entertain people or have someone at their fucking house dealing with whatever. Okay. So I just feel like I can understand you not wanting anyone to come and pull your peace and your joy. Okay. I am a regular person. I'm real regular. I am really regular. Could you imagine if Beyonce house was just bombarded with people? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real regular, so I don't want nobody around here at all. Bitch, I don't want my neighbors around here, let alone strangers. Okay, so I feel like everyone is owed the feeling of peace and joy at home, and that's what I'm like. When folks say, "Cause I like being at home," I told her I partied my 20 from 17 to 30. Partied. Bitch, I did it all. Okay, I ain't eat no coochie, but I did it all. Okay, and so now I be chilling at my house, and I don't want no one child. I was matter of fact. The other day, I was in the house and minding my business, and I heard a little knock on my door. And I was like, "Who's fucking knocking on the door? Who's knocking on the door?" Because in my life, no one can pop up to my house, and the people who can pop up have a key to get in, or they'll text me to open the door. Okay, so there's no one who's supposed to be here or has access to be here that's knocking on my fucking door. And I heard it knocking, I ignored it because I'm like, I don't know the one coming over here. And I heard it again, like, and I was like, who is it? Because why are you knocking a second time? Okay, and I heard a little itty bitty voice. Okay, and I went and I opened because I'm too short to see out the peephole of my door. I can't get up that high, but my living room window, I can slide it open and then talk to the screen without anyone having access to get in my apartment. Okay, it was a kid. He's like, "I'm sorry, excuse me. Have you seen this person?" And he showed me a picture of another kid, and I'm like, "No, I have not." And I closed the window, and then I was like, "The kid he showed me looked like him," and then. Like him, and I'm like, "Cause he's looking for himself," and he was like, "He probably looking for a sibling." I'm like, "Oh, that's right." But for me, when I heard the first time, I don't answer my door because no one is here. If I'm expecting a package, I know it's coming, and leave it outside. Okay, so that's the weird thing about I don't let anyone come disturb my peace at all. Yeah, I can't. I am too short. And I have a step stool, but I'm not finna pluck a step stool. No. I was like, "Who is it?" When close. Okay. But he said, "Bitch, look, disturbed my peace." Okay. Look, I look. What you want? Because in my thought process, you are knocking on my door to get me to open my door. So you can then come in my house, beat me up, kill me, rape me, rob me, because what you here for? So I am a firm believer in I don't open the door for anybody. You either have a key or you text me or call us to have I'm at the door, open the door. And that's it. No one who's supposed to be here is gonna knock. Okay, no one. And that's what it is. Okay. But again, he's right in saying, "Bitch, I don't want to be disturbed. Not today, bitch. Not ever." Okay, we're gonna wish some greatness. Okay, look, I saw this post and I was laughing. Okay, now Joey, is it Joey or Choey? This is Bow Wow. When she is a kid with Bow Wow, with Future, and with Stefan Diggs' brother. Okay. So she has 3 kids by 3 men, 2 rappers and a football player. And she made a post on Thread saying, "Why do some women feel the need to wear a full face of makeup at the gym?" I'm curious. And she made the post and they got her ass. Now again, I don't know why people post questions on social media thinking they may not get a whole backlash. Okay. And someone said, "Nah, Joey, the same reason y'all be dressed like hookers at the NBA game." Not hookers. Not hookers. The same reason women choose to have multiple baby daddies. Not The baby daddy, not the baby daddies. Why are people so concerned with other people's gym appearance? Genuine question. I've been a gym rat for 40 years. I wonder why people are so curious about what other people are doing. That's true. Okay, gym owner here. I couldn't wear a full face, but I never judge the person who does. I'm just happy to see people being healthy. Okay. Why are we genuinely curious about what the next woman feels the need to do? You don't have to mind business. Actually, like why do you have kids and no husband? Not no husband. I was like, I don't think she meant it in any mean way. Same reason women turn around and show ass in the pics. Not for attention, not attention. Okay. I just feel like I don't think she meant it in any mean way. But sometimes questioning why someone does something will have them question why you did something. Okay. Straight jumped her. Now I refuse to get on Threads. Refuse. But she got jumped. And that's why sometimes just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? If you wonder, just wonder quietly because you don't want to get jumped for no real reason. Okay. And then everybody have valid questions. I mean, I'm okay. Chris Brown. So Chris Brown said he got his master's. Now, does he have an associate's and a bachelor's? Now this what is this called? Harvest Christian University allegedly gave that man he got a master's in fine arts back in 2022. Now I didn't go to college. Okay, but can you get a master's if you don't have a bachelor's? Because Chris said, I forgot to mention, I did another thing, master's. I'll move in silence, but try to grow in public. But did you work to get that degree? Or did they give you an honorary one then too? I'm just confused. Now, this is the same school that give everybody those honorary degrees, but Chris posted in 2026 about him getting this in 2022. He had master's in fine arts. Now, this school, because the accreditation is weird. Okay, they said it's it has an accreditation from the Kingdom of Hawaii Royal Accreditation Commission and the Board of Public. But I'm like, but is that real? It's for mainly online degrees, masters and doctors for mostly people who have extensive professional experience versus credit hours. So again, it's like, hey, you have not done the book work, but you've done the life's work. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bestow upon you a degree. Okay, so congratulations, I guess. But again, can you get a master's without getting it? Because I'm like, does he have a bachelor's? Ain't it stepping stools? Because it was an associate's, a bachelor's, master's, and then up and up and up. Okay, I don't know. But Chris wants y'all to know that he did something. Okay. Also with Chris Brown, another one, a woman was arrested for allegedly trying to break into Chris's house. Chris moves. Okay. Too many people are aware where you live. Okay. When people keep breaking in, move. Okay. When people keep breaking in, at that point they're trying you. They know your location. Again, the best part of having a home is you having a safe haven away from people. But if everyone know where you live, go ahead. In this town, when you move, don't paint the house. Don't spray paint it with all the graffiti, and we can then see that's Chris Brown's house. Okay, per TMZ, police called the property on June 2nd after a report of a pop-up burglary. Suspects, okay? The caller reportedly told authorities that a woman had entered the property, okay, and the police on the way, okay? The woman was taken into custody for trespassing, okay? But she did not make it in this house. But bitch, don't come on my lawn. Okay? Don't come on my lawn nowhere. Don't come anywhere on my property. Okay? Go away. Apollo, get away from me with this, is what I would always say to people. But again, Chris, they keep breaking in. They know where your house at. Do you want folk to keep popping up? Maybe he likes it. Maybe he likes it. Okay. Congratulations to Idris Elba. Okay, who I put him on child when I was making my thumbnail. I'm like, I need some color. I need yellows and blacks and greens or whatever. And I said, if I can find Idris Elba in yellow, that would be perfect. I said, oh, there you go. I said, oh, he's so handsome. But congrats to Idris Elba, who has been knighted by King Charles. Okay. First of all, we love Idris Elba. Okay. And we celebrate him. That's his wife, Serena. He's now Sir Idris. He's been knighted by the King of England. Okay. And can y'all look, because y'all know K. Michelle love that man or whatever. Can y'all imagine who he is now? And if he would have chosen to have a full-fledged relationship and marriage with K. Michelle. Like, I just wonder. Like, and K. Michelle and Serena seem so different. I wonder if that's why he never really, acknowledged or, validated her love for him. Was it because he never saw her like seriously? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But congrats to Idris on being knighted by the king. Now, I don't know what that means. Like, is he a knight now? Like, back in the day, if you were knighted by the king, you had the little whole armor. You was part of it. Is he a king's guard now? Okay, I don't know. Says congrats to Sir Idris Elba. King Charles has knighted the actor in recognition of his humanitarian services to people. Elba was all smiles with his wife Serena at Windsor Castle grounds. Okay. They have a Elba Hope Foundation. And they support is it the diaspora? I may be pronouncing that word wrong. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Either way go, they be helping people. Okay. And it's Sir Idris Elba. So congrats to him. Again, I don't like who do they knight the boy at the time? Like who was the last person knighted by Queen Elizabeth? Okay, let's see. The last honorary knighthood approved by Queen Elizabeth II before death, in September 2022, was awarded to legendary film John Williams. So that was a long time. So that was the last person. So that means they don't knight people often. So congrats. That's a good thing. Congrats to that man. Okay, he did it. He did it. Wait. Congrats to Serena as well. Serena is returning to the courts. Okay, the queen has returned. Okay, she's back for sets. Except for doubles at the thing. Serena has. I feel like she didn't even retire. She just was living life. She had her two children, and she had gotten married. Okay, and she's coming back to the thing. I feel like she is such a talented player. I think tennis is her life, and I think she just wants to keep playing. I also hope a piece of her and Venus will be helping other young Black women become tennis stars as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love it if there was like a Venus and Serena Williams tennis academy, you know, in Compton. Or, you know what I'm saying, or something, because they have inspired so many people with their ride and their talent and how great they are. So congrats to Swin for coming back. And she said, bitch, I may have taken a break, but I am back now. Kiss my grits. Okay, I'm here. Okay, what you want to do, bitch? What, nothing. But watch her play. And yeah, you know. Now I want to see who left. We got about 30 good minutes. I gotta see who's left. I'm probably say Cardi and them. Oh, let's do Jay-Z and them. Hold on. Let's do Jay-Z and them. I got so much stuff to say. I gotta be finding what I be want to talk about. So one, you know, the whole Jay-Z debacle, child, that's going on with him at the Roots picnic, him combing his locks out, and people still acting like, do y'all not know that men can grow hair? I was so surprised at the confusion, or even just the notion that, oh, his hair, it has to be. I'm like, why do y'all think men can't grow hair? Why? I mean, we saw him. We literally saw him grow his hair out for years. For years, like we remember the little, you know, the starting locks, whatever. So I'm like, it's not as if one day Jay-Z had a fade, and then 2 weeks later he had locks. He grew his hair for years and years. I think he was growing it since Blue was born. Blue was 14. So just the discourse about his hair was weird to me. So Sacred put out a post. Okay, the person was supposed women's post. Combed his locks out from scalp to ends. Okay, meaning, bitch, we use the detangler. I wonder if people know that locks is twisted, matted hair. Yeah, they're just twisted. It's matted hair. That's it. That's all. And when some people either cut their locks out and start from scratch, but some people will just comb it out. It takes time. Jay's, like I said, it took 4 days to comb his hair out. Okay. And if you have a good detangler, you can do it. It takes time, a couple combs, child. It just takes time to get it done. So, and yes, you will have some breakage. You know what I mean? You have, like, you know, that's gonna happen. So, but I'm like, why y'all acting like it's impossible for someone to do that? Okay. Because our kitchen spoke out as well about getting it done. But she said 4 days. That seems legit. That's also why my DJ has, you know, a lot of hair. And I'm like, boy, don't let the hair get matted. Comb it out every day. Because when you don't do that, it takes so long to get it fully come out. You need either a lot of conditioner, detangler, some with a lot of slip to comb through. And it's a tedious process. But I'm like, it's absolutely doable. So I'm like, y'all are anybody questioning and wondering, oh wow, how? Bitch, it's easy. Because 2 + 2 is 4. Okay. 2 + 2 is 4. Period. You know, and the fact of the matter is that the hair left is healthy hair. Because his wife has a whole fucking hairline. So leave that man alone. Okay. And I'm happy he combed it out. Start from scratch. Get some locks and comb them out and get an afro. Okay, hair look healthy and bouncy, whatever. Little twist out. Okay. Now, you know, Hove was going at Dame Dash and a few other people as well. Dame Dash put a goofy mask over Jay-Z. Now, I'm like, is that Jay-Z? I don't know, but he put a little goofy in a little afro, and he then tagged Jay-Z. Okay. He also went on I don't know who was interviewing Dame Dash. I have no idea. I'm not like, let's just listen.
I would prefer the version of Jay that would have said something more clever. And that's not the version of Jay that I would have ever signed. And I felt bad because I was like, it must be embarrassing for him to now have to be on that stage, not the same version of himself, and still have to work at that age.
The fact that Dame Dash is broke with broken teeth in his mouth, and him trying to change the narrative to, oh, Jay-Z is broken, he has to work. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Blue Ivy, Sir, and Rumi ain't never gotta work. Okay. Also, it's something to be said about the fact that we want to see Jay-Z perform. Like the fans want that shit. That man don't have to work at all. Jay-Z can walk out on stage, play the music, and hold the mic out. So even him trying to make up the notion, oh, he isn't the same person I signed. Bitch, it's 40 years later, 30 years later. Of course he ain't the same. However, he still performs in top-notch shape. He did a freestyle to cuss you motherfuckers out, and that's it. But the show he put on is amazing. It's amazing. I said before, Jay-Z don't even have to put out new music. He can just tour off his catalog. Now, if he put out something new, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to listen. But Dame was a hater.
Because he has to. So that was the brother in me, like, damn, I know that because I know him. That when we were younger, when he was this age, he hated talking to people and doing all. He was retiring since Reasonable Doubt. For him to have to come outside 20 years later, I just felt kind of like embarrassed for him a little bit.
Which sounds stupid because we see many other rock bands, blues, we see a lot of other legendary artists who still perform because they want to. The fact that he can go away for 10 years and come back and sell out a show is amazing. You are a fucking hater.
Because we all know him. And then the funny nigga in me, I couldn't even hear the lyrics because I would prefer the version that was crazy. And I was like, why would they let him come outside like that? Like, I'm gonna, because to me it's like that shit is funny, and there should be jokes for that hairstyle. And if like everyone around him that loves him didn't laugh and be like, yo, what are you doing?
Because the way our hair naturally grows out of our head is a joke. Yeah. Because that's why when I said when I was live on Sunday, how sometimes I don't wear my hair naturally out because some people don't even see how her hair naturally is as okay. That's how that man hair go out of his head. And there's nothing wrong with anyone walking around with their hair out, just natural.
And I'm like, why would
you bald bastard?
Would he do that? Like, we want to see, and I'm gonna tell because I still care about JJ. When you do Yankee Stadium, I need you to get a Caesar. I need you to put the Yankee hat on and do the thing to the side. That's what.
And Dame is saying that because he already knows that's probably what they're gonna do. In my opinion, I feel like Jay-Z's plan was always not always, but I feel like once he combed his locks out, he combed the locks out to comb out, and I think he's probably doing that so they can cut his hair for the show in New York next month. Dame's saying that so that if Jay-Z goes or does that, he can then say, see, he listened to me. I told him to do that. So Jay, now don't do that. If that was your plan, now don't do it. Because Dame said it to try to a little monkey wrench.
That's what we want to see. We want to see chuckers. We want to see some jewelry. We don't want to see this version of you.
Which shows also that Dame is still immature. He's still caught in the 90s. And that isn't who Jay-Z is anymore. Jay-Z is not about money and fab and a bunch of jewelry. I'm gonna come out in all black and rap. That's it. I don't need the flash. I don't need that.
I know I don't. That version of The Rock was painful and hard to look at.
That shit was amazing. Jay-Z, Benny Siegel, Freeway, Memphis Bleak, Young Guns. Okay, all of that shit was amazing. You're a hater because you couldn't get you weren't invited.
Pause. So almost like I was crazy. Like we don't have direct conversation, but I do feel like if I'm not around, he's not relevant.
She is a goddamn liar. She is a motherfucking liar, is what she is.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man.
I wasn't thinking about it.
But Dave says things to cause conversation because no one is around. You know what Dame think? What Dame? We're not doing that. Is he interviewing himself? Anyway, there was also a clip. I don't have it though. Where he was talking about, and Jay-Z breath used to stink. Once you around here discussing people with stank breath, I'm like, now why would you do that? Now why does that matter? Now what you saying that for? Like I just, it's so weird that he really believes that he has any relevancy currently. You are a lame. That's why he's not invited to anything at all. Okay. That's why there was a rock reunion at the Roots picnic and your ass was not thought about, invited, or mentioned. Okay. Get your gums together and leave us. And it was crazy. The one where he was talking about Jay-Z breath stinking. There was a rat like in the background that I had saw. Hold on.
Another thing about Jay.
Y'all look behind him on the boxes. Okay. There's a rat, there's rats in there.
That I still wonder about, being that he wants to be funny. Jay's breath always used to stink. And you know why? And this is another thing about Jay that I still wonder about, being that he wants to be funny. Jay's breath always used to stink. And you know why?
I'm like, how you talking shit?
And this is another thing about Jay.
That ain't a good picture.
And this is another thing about Jay that I still wonder about, being that he wants to be funny. Jay's breath always used to stink. And you know why? Because for some reason, don't you hate when niggas got bad breath and chew Big Red? It's just cinnamon doodle. Nobody wants to smell that. I hope this nigga's not still chewing Big Red with bad breath on that mic, because that mic must have been stinking. And then he dressed up like a mic. This is not the version, Jay, please come. We make Jay great again. That's the new slogan. Make him great again.
I can't stand that man. Either way it go, Dame Dash is a asshole. Okay. Next up, what do I have to get into? I'll be forgetting because I don't have the what's thumbnail there. Let me do Jess Hilarious. Jess was on Speak Cornies with Candy, right? And she was talking about that whole blow up that happened between her and the club and them. And, you know, just what she may do differently.
Okay, so when you returned from maternity leave, there was a lot of conversation about your spot on the Breakfast Club with Lauren LaRosa.
Yes.
Feeling it. So you were feeling away, but now with hindsight, like, can you tell us about how you approached it? But in hindsight, how would you approach it differently?
So I approached it. Only thing I would change is going online. I'm telling you for real. The only thing I would change is going online because I didn't.
A lot of folks said that in the beginning. I think a lot of folks felt like Jess wasn't wrong for how she felt. Jess was wrong for how she handled it. She was wrong for taking her feelings to social media and not keeping it, one, keeping it in house, and two, taking it up with the power that be at the station versus trying to, you know, bug out online.
Know enough about Lauren LaRosa at the time. You know what I mean? I thought that she knew. I will definitely say my anger was misplaced. I was mad at her. I couldn't stand her for a while. And I was like, damn, and I felt betrayed. And it ain't like she was my friend or anything, but like, I loved what she does. I love what she do. You know, she's a journalist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'm a comedian. I do commentary on headlines and things like that. I'm there for the comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just funny on it. I feel like Jess don't even be funny no more.
And so like she is serious about her job. She comes from TMZ and all that. So I was like, I want her to sit in my spot for maternity leave. But when I came back, I promise, like nobody had said anything, like, and she was still there.
Yeah, you was like, why
you know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm like, damn, what's going on? You know? And so I was asking, I'm like, yo, it just seems like I felt like they were trying to push me out. I felt like I was trying to be replaced. And then after a while, that feeling eventually went away of me being replaced. Cause I was like, no, I can see two women on the show for sure. But it was the way they did it. And not that they owe me anything. Cause what I realized in like corporate and just any job period, they don't got to tell you anything.
They don't tell you nothing. They don't tell you nothing. However, the solution to that isn't to go online and air it all out if you want to keep your job.
Absolutely
they do not have to. I love what she do. You know, she's to tell you anything.
And technically you were new to the situation.
And I, very new, and I was in my feelings and I was upset. And me and Charlamagne are close, and me and Envy had gotten close. You know, when I started, when I got the job, we had gotten close, and I'm like, damn, y'all ain't what's going on. They didn't really know what was going on either, but I just felt like they were keeping things from me. And so I went online and I did the thing. I did the Just Hilarious thing, right? And then I go to work, like my badge gonna work the next day. And I didn't even get to try the badge because Charlamagne was right there at the elevator, like, nah, come on, bring your goofy ass in here. He gave me a hug. And then he was like, we're gonna have this conversation, and then we did it on air. Yeah. So how I would
so you almost got fired for your going online and saying stuff.
No, to be honest, no, I didn't.
Well, you said your badge wasn't working.
No. I went in. I had the audacity to still tell you anything and go into work like my badge was supposed to work. Because that was because when you look back at the live, it's like, ain't no way she still got that job.
Right.
And that's what I was thinking too. As soon as I ended the live, I was thinking that. I was like, you know what? I'm probably not going to be on the radio no more.
And what's crazy is I feel like the only reason she did not get fired is because it made headlines. They're a radio show. They want people to listen. And the following day, or whatever it was when they came back on air, and they had the conversation live on air, everyone tuned in. Everyone tuned in because that wasn't fake shit. That was a real moment. And I think had they not addressed it online and got all those views and then had people listening after the fact to see more turmoil, I think she would have been fired. If people would have stopped listening, she would have lost her job. What saved her was they used it to get more listeners. Now, I don't listen to them now because I Black Girls isn't. They're on Netflix. I ain't get down looking at Netflix. But again, her just acknowledging that, her anger was misplaced. She should have just talked to, people internally, okay, and not went to social media to air out her grievances. You know what I'm saying? Social media will never help. Okay? Just know that. I also want to get into where Bossie at. Hold on, where Bossie badass, crazy ass. Did I say Bossie somewhere? Girl, where is Bossie? Oh, right here. So, couple of things, okay? One, Bossie was wanted in Houston, okay, because he was accused of assaulting a security guard. Now, when I seen this first, okay, he's facing felony aggravated assault charge in Harris County, as the police say he allegedly hit a security guard in the head with a glass hookah. That's the same thing that got DeBrat locked up years ago. Y'all can't be hitting people in the head with glass bottles, okay? It's illegal. Okay? Per court record, this didn't happen on May 24th for the club, when the club was closing out on Memorial Day weekend. Police said the situation started after the security guard reportedly refused to let a woman use the restroom before escorting her out the club. The woman dropped her belongings while being escorted out. And as security was, trying to get the stuff up for her, okay, he was hit in the back of the head. I said, now, why would that happen? So, since this part came out, the video came out, girl. Now I'm like, now you have to look closely, okay? It's a lot going on, a lot of people, okay? And you see the girl is people trying to help her pick stuff up off the floor, and then someone hits the security guard who was in black right here with a bottle. Now, why would you do that? Now, while the angle we saw is a whole bunch of people, it's foolishness. Okay, but they're accusing the person of who did it is Bossie. Okay, Bossie badass. Now again, I'm like, why this? But this is also why is all them people even in your section? What is happening that all these people are around here? Okay, I can't stand that shit. Okay, because it just feels like it's too many people. And you can blame anybody. But Bossie then said, bitch, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I'm innocent.
Hey, to all my family and fans, man, I'm okay, bro. I'm all right. It's basically a money grab, man. It's a money grab, but it's what you go through as an entertainer. The facts of the case have come out. I mean, we in court now. This a money grab, man. This guy wasn't even supposed to be a security in the first place, man. It's done 17, 18 years for aggravated armed robbery with a deadly weapon.
Well, what does that man past have to do with him getting hit in the head with a bottle?
He just got caught at the border a couple years back, smuggling women out the country and in the country.
Now he's a woman smuggler? How you know all this stuff?
Just got off federal paper. So, man, Is
Bossie a rat? Is he snitching? Because if someone is assaulted and if your response to them being assaulted on camera, if they was in prison at one time, they was on a hold at the border at one time, child, they on probation, parole, like, why you snitching?
The money grab, bro. You know, when I first found out about the warrant a couple days ago, I contacted my PO. I let him know what was going on. But to all my fans, all my family, you know, I ain't even tell my family about this. This was going on, you know. I'm alright though, man. It's just life. Life be lifing, bro. Life be lifing, man. But you know, God got me, bro. So.
Can't nobody ever accuse me of hitting them with a glass. I don't be in them situations. Okay, I don't. Boosie always caught up in some bullshit. Always caught up in some bullshit. Your aura and the people around you is just negativity. It's a reason you keep getting caught up in shit. Even if that man is a drug trafficker and whatever he do illegally, him being hit in the head ain't got shit to do with anything else. Boosie probably did it. Boosie probably guilty. Okay, I feel like he's guilty. Okay, Tory Lanez. Punk ass Tory Lanez. He's begging a judge for I need protection. I know I shot at Megan and I was talking all that cash money shit all that time. I was talking all that shit. I thought I was untouchable, judge, but I need your help, judge. I need your protection. Okay. This prison guard is threatening to move me to a more dangerous unit. Nigga, you was in prison for shooting somebody. Like, what do you think was gonna happen? What do you think is going to happen? Okay. Per court documents obtained by TMZ. Okay. He's currently being housed at a California Men's colony in San Luis Obispo. Is it Obispo? I don't know. He's filed a request asking for the judge to grant him a restraining order against their prison guard. How can a prisoner in prison for having a pow then say, hey judge, I need a PPO against prison guard? It's weird. Okay. Tory's team claims he's been subjected to ongoing threats, intimidation, and harassment, and the corrections officer has threatened to move him to a more dangerous housing unit. His team also alleges that the officer mentioned Tory's stabbing incident from last year in a threatening manner. And I'm scared of my life. I am scared. Judge. Okay, I know I'm in here for a violent crime, but I need your help. Okay. Again, he was stabbed several times back in, was it 2025? Okay. He had filed a $100 million lawsuit against the California Department of Corrections and whatnot. Because James go through. He said, but now you feel his lawsuit's triggering. He said the lawsuit is triggering retaliation from prison staff. You can't sue the prison you're in and think some crooked people may not try and beat your ass. He's asking for a court to it's funny. I mean, he's asking the court to order the corrections officer in question to have no direct contact with him beyond standard prison functions. Okay, and he's prohibit them from carrying against the first judge. Help me, judge. Help me, nigga. We don't care. We don't care. Now, do I want them to kill him? Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Okay. But do I care if he's having an uncomfortable time in prison? No. You harassed and tortured Megan for months after the shooting. You made her life a living hell by things you did, your fan group did, all the harassment she got based on your direct correlation to fans and whatnot coming at me. Shut the fuck up. I don't know why you thought going to prison would be easy. You in prison, nigga. What do you mean? You know, again, no one is saying hey, let the people in the thing beat them up every day. No, but if they beat them up once a week, once a month, I'm not mad. Again, don't kill them. But you might get a threat or two from somebody. Some people don't like you. And it made me feel happy that you're getting some of the turmoil you put Meg through. Okay, and again, I'm not saying anyone should physically hurt that man. I'm not saying that. I ain't saying that out loud. But again, deal with it. Nigga, you in prison. If you would have shut the fuck up, it wouldn't have happened. They trying to get me, Your Honor. Okay. I need help. Okay. I shot at somebody. I came to prison and I got stabbed and I'm suing the prison and now they won't be nice to me. The prison guards are not nice to me. I am a celebrity. Okay. They want to move me somewhere more dangerous. Prison is dangerous in general. Nigga. It hurt my nerve. Child Megan. Now I'm a listen real Megan preview the new song. Cause she's single. Come back, bitch. My man ain't shit. That man ain't shit. Okay. All that wife you should have did, put that shit to bed. You better. You better, Megan. Twerk it.
Wifey shit is dead. Put that shit to bed. I'ma make them bed when I want some head.
Megan said, "Ho, I can show you better than I can tell you." Okay, I was my man, my baby, and that man ain't shit. That man ain't shit. Okay, yep, ain't no more hot girl summer. Okay, let me show you better than I can tell you. Okay, you better, Megan. You better, and we love it. Okay, then. Also, we know. I think I discussed the other day how Megan, the courts reinstated the defamation part of her lawsuit with that girl, and so the girl owed her the full $75K. Well, the girl Milagro Grams is saying, "Hey, judge, I need your help." And again, Milagro was accused and found guilty in court of posting negativity about Megan per the request of Tory Lanez. Okay, so again, it's somebody who was trolling Meg per Tory's, direction. Okay. Tory said, "Hey, mess her up, mess with her." Okay, fine. And now you being sued and $75,000, you ain't got it. So Milagro said, "Judge, I need you to pause, pay the shut." Okay. If I have to pay this money, it's a financial hardship for me. Stop playing, because when you play, you fuck around and find out. Okay, and this will be the thing with her and Tasha K. Y'all be around here acting like it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until a judge say, "Hey, pay up." Okay, per the movie file court documents, Milagro said before. So it says, but being forced to pay the judgment right now will create a financial hardship. Well, guess what? That's why you should not do certain things. Okay. She argued there are still major issues with the case that deserve a review by a higher court before any money changes hands. She says, I'm a self-employed media production and content creator. Okay. My income fluctuates. From month to month. I don't have no regular income. Okay. And I don't have any substantial liquid assets. Okay. And I currently lack the financial resources to pay the judgment in full or even secure a bond, because to do an appeal, you're supposed to pay a bond. So you have no money to do anything. You don't even have money to pay a bond to file the appeal, to hopefully not owe these $75,000. Okay. She also told the court that she helped support her household and 2 minor children, are arguing that immediate payment will place a serious strain on her finances. The girl, look, again, she may not have a full 75K from bitch, put some on it. Okay? People, that's why you should never say things you don't believe as fact in support of somebody who will not pay the fucking restitution. Okay? You was out here, and again, the money she got paid by Tory, it wasn't even a lot of money. You went through all this bullshit for breadcrumbs, and bitch, now you are in debt. It ain't shit worse than being in debt and infamous, girl. Okay. As a result, she's asking the judge to halt any collection efforts until the appeal process plays out. If you can't afford to get a bond to file the appeal, why would I hold up anything? You can't file the appeal. She talk all that shit. Well, guess what? I hope. Stop allowing people to put you into a position that gets you fucked up. And yes, being a content creator, the money does fluctuate from month to month. That's why you should not risk being sued by a fucking celebrity because you're being reckless. Because you want to fuck around with Tory. I don't feel bad for her. I don't. You know, at all. I don't feel bad for her or Tory. Tory in prison, oh, they're going to kill me. Well, don't go to prison. And she out there broke. Good. Because why would you do any of that? Why would you? For what reason? Okay. I did this already. I want to get to where Cardi at? Cardi. So Stefan was caught out here, not caught like something happened, y'all. But Stefan was somewhere in TMZ came up here stalking that man. Now let's not free use, child. Fair use. Okay. This is commentary based content. TMZ caught up with the man. Okay. No, it was Black Grid. Okay, it was Black Grid. Cool.
You and Cardi together? Are you guys back together?
Hey man,
Are you? How you doing? I just wanted. The world wants to know if you guys are back together.
Bro, this not the time, bro.
It's a beautiful. That's my child's mother. I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? But you would have to ask her. Cool.
I have to ask her. Yeah. What about from your perspective? Because the argument blew up online and people are wondering if you're back together.
Argument?
He said, "What argument? Was arguing? I ain't know that."
When you guys were outside the gym.
Oh, I don't even think that was an argument. You didn't see me like saying
you seem cool. She didn't.
It's okay. Women get like that sometimes.
But so you guys are good?
Great.
And what did you think of Offset requesting that DNA test?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see that. I'm not online too much. Sorry.
That was reported everywhere, so I was just wondering what you thought about it.
I don't spend too much time online, but I just be at the track or at the gym working out. Anything else?
How about football? Can we expect you to be back in DC possibly with the Commanders?
Shit. I don't know, man. I'm open to everything. Let's see. Any more questions?
You're open to all of it?
Yeah.
Cool, man. And when can we see Cardi? Is she going to come back to your Diggs Day event, the foundation event?
I don't know. You have to ask her. Big guy.
I wish I could.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe when she comes back to town next.
Yeah. A lot of things that are personal, I keep personal, but I understand where you're coming from.
So we can expect you possibly back on.
His point is, bitch, don't ask me nothing. I do feel like Cardi and Stefan are keeping their relationship, you know, not so public anymore. Okay, you gotta ask her. I don't know. I love her. I don't know if she love me. Okay, talk to her. I don't know. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm up here working out, drinking my water. I don't. Him asking about the Offset comment about the baby is crazy. Okay, I don't know. But I'm like, child. Either way, he said, look, ask Cardi. Ask Cardi. I don't know. But we great. We wasn't arguing. We're fine. Leave me alone, ho. I'm out here working. Okay. And I said, good, Stefan. Sometimes, you can clear shit up without clearing shit up or whatever. But that whole little he said, what argument? We wasn't arguing. What do you mean? What the argument? Just leave me alone. Now, I'm sure Cardi somewhere is saying, bitch, leave us alone too. Cardi also is going to be headlining the iHeart Radio Music Festival in Vegas. I said, Cardi said, I'm booked. Bitch booked and busy. Now, there's other people there too. It's September 18th and 19th. Okay. Wait a minute. But when is it, child? I see one plan that say September. But what's in June? Oh, tickets on sale. Tickets on sale in June. So yeah, BTS, Benson Boone, Cardi B, Google Dolls, all these people. We care about Cardi. Cardi said, bitch, I am booked. Y'all think you were not booked anywhere? No. I be looking. No. But again, Cardi said, ho, I am booked. I am busy. I birthed 4 children. I am minding my business, ho. Leave me alone. Okay. And will Stefan be there? I don't know. Who knows? I did both. Said it, Idris. I gotta do Diddy and them. Is that all? I think that's all right. Diddy and them. I feel like that's it. That's all I have left. And that's fine by me. Okay, because it is after midnight here. A couple things with the whole Diddy of it all. There was so many little pieces of things going on. One, Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Quorum, who was all up in the files, all up in the lawsuits, named everywhere. Okay, but she's fighting back claims about she was the one that helped set up free offs. Girl, you was involved. I don't care what you say. But again, there was per TMZ, she's asked to dismiss a lawsuit brought on by former media employees, Philip Fines. The filing comes after Pines accused Combs and Christina of being involved in alleged sexual misconduct during his time working for Bad Boy. She reportedly says that Pines has failed to provide evidence showing she knowingly participated in or benefited from any alleged sex trafficking ventures. She says, I didn't do shit. I'm innocent. Look, child, at some point, bitch, you knew. Okay, you may not be the full-fledged culprit all by your lonesome. However, you had something to do with it. Everybody did. Everybody. Also, they say Diddy could. What is it? That Diddy was It may be more charges, and I'm so tired of them saying, "Oh, we may give him more charges." File the shit and leave us alone. Okay, file whatever new charges could come up and leave us out of it. Okay, I don't have time for the bullshit. However, Cassie has moved out of the U.S. Okay, and I was like, ooh, we got 10 minutes left. We got 10 minutes of this 3-hour tour. Okay. Cassie moved out of the U.S. And y'all know she got 20 mil from the settlement with Diddy. I believe she got 10 mil from the hotel that that beating, the beating that happened on video. She got 10 mil from them because they hid the video for all these years. And so after that happened, she got her money. The Diddy trial happened. She was pregnant with her third child with her husband. And because one of the hookers, because one of the male hookers was trying to sue her, saying that her and Diddy forced him into sex. It's kind of crazy. But Cassie had to put forth a declaration. And she said, I reside outside of the U.S. Okay. I do not intend to move back to the U.S. Okay. Bitch, leave me alone. I don't live there anymore. I am gone. And mainly because I think once everything happens, the lawsuit, the allegations, the video, the trial, the testimony, all of that was insane. And I feel like she and her husband, her kids, probably would never have a regular life here. That will follow her. And the way things are, salacious here in the US, it's not that way when you move out the country. A lot of people leave for that exact reason, because it's easier to live across the pond, across the way as a celebrity than it is to live here. Now, piece of, where is it? Because there was, here. So Cassie also replying and saying, the fucking stripper who's trying to say that I forced him to do stuff too, trying to sue me, he sent my husband this text before, the shit got kind of crazy and I got my money. Meaning he was okay supporting me as a victim until I got paid, and now he wants to sue me. And it said, this is gonna be weird, but it's something I wanted to do for years, as I live with my own guilt and regrets. Again, this is a text that the whore man, the man whore, sent to Alex, Cassie's husband. I know your wife's truth is 100% valid, as I'm sure you did as well. I would have come forward, and I'm glad she got some form of justice. I personally saw that guy do a lot of shit that was super not cool. A lot of what I saw really bothered me, and because homie was fucked up. But I knew she was in love and wouldn't leave despite being beaten up and punched in the chest in hotel rooms, choked and forced into sex I don't want to embarrass anyone with. I'm damn happy you saved her. You were in the right place when she was finally strong enough to leave. Blessings I tried to reach out when I heard about her suit, because I know the situation intimately for almost 8 years. I'm glad she got something probably not near what she deserved, but if she's happy, that's all that matters. Best to you and your family. I really want her to know. Please tell her Clayton says happy. He's happy she made it out. So they submitted this, to the court, saying he's trying to sue me and say that I forced him shit. But look at what he sent to my husband, acknowledging that he know it wasn't me, that it was Diddy. Meaning, bitch, don't try to come and sue me. Okay? Don't do that at all. Another part of her declaration said she is still a U.S. citizen, but she's not a resident of the state of California. I believe she wanted, if it was going to be a lawsuit, for it to be in New York, because her attorneys are in New York. Okay. However, which I don't live here. Okay. I'm happy she left. I'm happy she escaped, because she would have never found any solace or peace had she stayed in the US. And the reason I think we all look at Cassie's situation differently is because we know for a fact he abused her. And I think it comes from us knowing he got with her when she was so young that it was grooming, and he groomed her to be his little sex slave. Now, with the Diddy sex tape leaking, now, while I have not seen the full video, I did see like 40 seconds of the Diddy Daphne Joy hooker video. And from what I saw, Diddy liked dick. Okay. From what I saw, just the 40 little seconds. You see Daphne Joy's head, like from the neck up, you see her, and you see a huge penis. And she's sucking a huge dick. And you hear her moaning, you hear the male hooker moaning. You then see Diddy get up and walk across the screen. And when he's walking across the screen, there's just no visible penis. You do see him holding his dick in his hand, but you can only see his hand. Like his dick is like, you know, like if your hand is holding something, at least the top shows. And whatever Diddy was holding, you saw nothing. You saw hand motion, but there was nothing poking out. So based on that, it does seem like even if he's fully erect, his dick may be, you know, about 3 inches. Okay. It does give off he has a micro penis. It does give off because he knows his dick is long. And again, no one needs 8, 9, 10 inch dick. No one needs that. Give me a good 6. Okay. A good 6 is fine by me. Okay. Between 6 to 8. I don't want more than 8. I like my insides, okay? But Diddy walking across the camera, oiled up in baby oil, and you see his hand moving, but you don't see not an ink of penis. Not enough. Okay. Well, again, this is just my remote control for my air conditioner. And if my hand is holding it, you can still see the top. Okay. That's the bottom, is the top. Okay. This is maybe, so maybe he's 2 inches because this, I don't know. Okay. But again, all you seen was his hand. You did not see a tip, a base, or nothing. Okay. And you know, and it's a thing too, to where I feel like Diddy likes looking at big dicks. Because I don't know any straight man that watches dick sucking porn. You know, because it's just dick. You know, most men watch lesbian porn, or they might watch a girl, you know, getting fucked. But you don't really know. I don't know. None of my ex's child, nobody I deal with, is out here watching dick sucking porn. So Diddy up here watching a woman suck a huge dick, and that is enticing him. To me, that means because you really couldn't even see her. All I seen was that man dick. I said, that's a large dick. I don't want that in my face. Too much. Okay. But it made me feel like Diddy liked seeing big dicks. Diddy was probably upset that he didn't have one. And it ain't his fault. Like, you know, that ain't his fault. He can't control how big a dick is for that. However, I think the reason he was such a aggressive, angry, mean, violent person, because he don't stack up against a remote. You know? And if women see your dick and say, oh, that's little. Let's look at it a little bit. Look at the itty bitty baby. Okay. And it maybe he gives gray head. Maybe he's a master at manipulation. I don't know. And maybe if he humps real good, it feels good. I don't know. Okay. But I am a believer. It's not the size. It is the motion of the ocean. But however, look. A 2-inch knife can't kill nobody. You can't. It can stab somebody, sure, but no one's gonna die if they get stabbed with a 2-inch knife in your neck, maybe. Okay, I'm just saying. My point is, Diddy was probably upset at the size of his penis, and that's why he loved the freak offs, because the pleasure I can't make my woman scream like that from penetration. I just don't have the equipment. I don't have the equipment. And I also I like big dicks. I like looking at big. I love penis. It's amazing to me. So we women can watch dicks. We like dicks. I don't know many men who like looking at women suck dick. So from the 40 seconds I saw, It's a small penis. It's a very, very small penis. A very small penis. It's a small penis. It's a small penis. And that's not his fault. And again, I'm not sick because regular small is, and I mean small, because the size of a man's dick when it's not hard don't matter. If your dick is 2 inches when it's soft, I don't care. If it grows to 6 or 7, that's amazing. Okay, so no one cared about the size of a man's penis when it's soft. Okay, but the fact that while Diddy was out there stroking it, shaking up steak sauce, you couldn't see nothing. Nothing popped out. Nothing popped out. And child, it's just like what order around the house was going to happen. And so, you know, and so 50 Cent, who I'm assuming, because it was like a 40-minute video that the full, some folks saw the full 40. Okay. And those folks was like, it was, you know, it was small. So 50 Cent then said, Free Diddy, he has gone through enough being born with no penis. Not with no penis. Not with no penis. And then Selena Powell said, yours, but don't break up my love. Now, 50 Cent dick was shown. It was an episode of Power. And 50 Cent dick was shown. 50 Cent's penis looks bigger than Diddy's. But 50 Cent don't have a big dick. At all. Okay. But again, Selena girl, go sit down somewhere. Separate from that, 50 Cent then had a converse. He's the worst kind of baby daddy. Okay. He commented about the leaked video.
You see the first tape, man. There's a lot of tapes out there.
Oh my God.
None of that ain't got nothing to do with none of the parts. What you're looking at that right now is separate. It feel like it's special because it's my son's mom in the actual tape. But we haven't had any intimacy for 12 years. She could be out back with a dog for all I care. To be honest with you, you know, and she's the only person that we didn't get into the documentary that I wish we did, because it would be the person that's there that wasn't a victim.
That wasn't a victim.
No. See, when you think of women, we go women empowerment and for women, but let's not forget that there's some hoes. Right?
And predators.
No, let's just realize that's there. That this exists. So there's people that are there and they're looking for these things. Like they look for that. So she's just getting what she actually would. If you met it at the present moment, check out the OnlyFans, man. It's up 85%. It's up 85%.
Well, let's talk about
currently works, so she's achieving what she's after. Trust me.
I just want to say about Daphne that we did reach out to Daphne. She was not in the film for her. That was her own choice to not be in this film.
You see the first case.
You know, there's a piece of shit at the bottom of fame. And 50 Cent is a piece of shit that's famous for no fucking reason, in my opinion. I feel like, you know, they have a son together. Even them saying that, you know, him and Daffy have not been intimate in 12 years. That's still your son's mother. Your son still has to hear what you're saying about his mom. You know, there's this Netflix documentary where he did about Diddy, and they're saying, oh, we wanted Daphne to be in it, and she did not want to. And even him saying, well, she'll be the one person in it who wasn't the victim. And, you know, even him trying to demean her, I don't know in the fact that he thinks saying these things makes him look good is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, separate from that, Daphne, who again is the woman, she put out a statement about the video, you know, going viral. And child, I don't want to read all this shit. Okay. Oh God. Everyone plays the fool sometime, and I have been the biggest fool. I just wanted my man at the time to be happy and satisfied. I wanted to fulfill all his desires, even if that meant breaking my own boundaries. I deeply loved him and believed he loved me. It's still so painful for me to process the harsh reality and truth of that relationship. But as time passes, it's my quiet moment that I realized it was far from love. Again, she was older than Cassie. But I still feel like if her feeling is she didn't want to do stuff, but she did stuff. That's her truth, okay? The recent leak was a tape I never consented to being filmed on. I was blackmailed by the person in the video and was threatened that if I didn't give him a lump sum of money, that they would leak it on the web. I almost gave in to this demand, and once I didn't, the person eventually sold the tape to a giant media outlet. The media outlet called me one day and said, "Hey, we got the tape." She fainted. Okay. Girl, I would too. And they asked her if she wanted to comment on it. Okay. Once the media company understood that the tape purchase was revenge porn and extortion scheme, they backed off from broadcasting. Meaning, one, that means either Diddy or the dick leaked the tape. Period. Okay. The tape isn't recent. It took a year. It took me all day to rewatch my abuse. Having to watch this tape was triggering and painful because I only knew the inner turmoil and pressure I felt those moments. Blah, 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 blah. The reason I'm blah, 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 and Daphne is because she then went on. Now she's capitalizing off of it as well. Because she then asked the question, does size really matter?
I just kind of handpicked some questions.
Titties full out.
That I've been asked. And yeah, so let's start.
I feel like if you are embarrassed about a sex tape that has come out and you are reliving your past pain, I don't think getting on camera with your titties out in a swimsuit top about dick size is the way to handle it. It might be. Playing Joe. What I do to please you?
Okay, so I just kind of handpicked question numero uno is question numero one.
The side girl, look, she can choose to handle her pain how she sees fit. She also made a post with DJ Vlad made a post that she had her thing 85% off 30 days. She, for her OnlyFans. Look, child, I just feel like, people handle things in different ways. But you put out this statement about how hard this was for you. You then, have an 85% off sale for your OnlyFans. You should raise the price. You should raise the price. But you then do this whole, sexy titty out. It's weird. Now, do I agree with 50 Cent, who's making her seem like she's a hoe? No. But I do think maybe she should rethink how she's approaching things. Because you can't play victim and villain in the same vein. You can't claim how embarrassing it is to you, but then come out, titties out, to, get attention for the video. She now knows everyone looking at her. I'm getting attention. Let me get folks to come on OnlyFans. Girl, and again, she's how's the son? The son's like maybe 13, 14 now. Or whatever. It's sad. And both Diddy and Diddy can't say shit. But the fact that Diddy and 50 Cent are using her as beefing. For all we know, Diddy put that video out. I don't know. I just feel like I wish even if she wanted to speak out, I feel like the whole what dick size doesn't matter because we now know dick's little. I think there was a better way for her to capitalize off the attention without making herself look like, oh, she's trying to sell her body. She wants the highest bidder. And she wants the sex appeal thing still, even if it means, she around here looking crazy. Now, 50 Cent says she's not a victim. Zaire, their son. Zaire is. Can you imagine going to 8th grade to find out this is your mom? The court system is in LA thinks it's fine. She could have easily booked an interview with, I know Gail King. People do want to hear from folk. Book you a good interview. Cover your titties up in an interview. Okay? But if you're going to promote yourself, again, with your titties out, and you want to, again, it just comes off like, are you really hurt from it being out, or are you happy it's out and now you want some attention and you want to make money off of it? That's cool, but you can't then say woe was me because you're liking the attention. Like with Cassie, we ain't seeing Cassie out here trying to make folk look at her like, oh, the sex kid at all. Cassie out here with her husband, her children when she was pregnant. I'm saying she's trying to live a low-key life. Because she is embarrassed off what happened. Daphne doesn't seem as embarrassed as one would think if they were exposed. Because look, if a video of me went public, I would know exactly where it came from, for one. And I would be pissed at that person. I'd be pissed at him. And I would not want anyone else seeing that. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So I would not be out here, oh yeah. I would not be doing that at all. Because that ain't the point of it. If we did something together on camera, it's just for us. And if that's leaked, I don't want that being my new thing. And if I know that folks are going to come watch me to see what I'm going to say, I'm going to use that to the best of my ability. Yeah, but I'm not going to make it seem like that's who I am. And that kind of feel like what Daffy did. But y'all, maybe bills do. Bills is due, bitch. And she said, girl, I gotta make the money.
I mean, look.
Titties out. Anyway, y'all, we are done. Okay. 3 hours. And I think I covered all the stuff on the thumbnail. I can't remember, but I hope I did. Anyway, y'all know, like the video, subscribe. Okay, if you watch the replay, please make sure to hype up the video. If stuff happens and there's stuff to discuss on Thursday, I'll be back live at 9:15 p.m. If not, I will see y'all on Friday. Y'all don't always come to the channel at around 8. Okay. Because if I'm live, I'll have it up there. But we shall see, because I don't know what else it is to go off for tomorrow. We shall see. Anyway, y'all, I love you all. Have a good night. It's late 12:30. I'm tired. I will talk to y'all later on. I gotta go.